Welcome to the midnight hour. We're discussing Elm Street tonight, but before we discuss Elm Street tonight, got a little something to show you guys here. Welcome everybody that's coming in. Welcome. And so yeah, real quick, like I said, enjoy the clip.
Yeah, fire.
Join us.
It's the midnight hour. We got all the horror you need. We got Mr. Bones and the Pumpkin King, Killer Katie and the Queen of the Bud, Sean Blu Digi, believe you dizzy as fuck. Boy, and don't forget Casey, the InterwebKaiju. I fuck with him and you'll be through. Join us on 12 and beyond. We bring that fear that will make you cower. Step into the darkness. It's the midnight hour.
Thursday night. I'm calling to you. You want to be there. Boglins.
Boglins, come out and play. Boglins, come out and play.
It's the midnight hour. We got all the horror you need. We got Mr. Bones and the Pumpkin King, Killer Katie and the Queen of Bud, and Sean Blu Digi. You'll leave your ass dizzy as fuck. And don't forget Casey, InterwebKaiju. Fuck with him and you'll be through. Also, we roll with a dead boy named Mike, a bat and a cat and an echo that rings throughout the night. So many more. I'm talking about the Midnight Army. We roll deep, so before I say anything else, I'm gonna drop the mic. Join us from 12 and beyond. We bring that fear that will make you cower. Step into the darkness. It's the midnight hour. Boglin Club.
Boglins.
Boglins.
Boglin man.
Boglins.
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 Oh shit. What's up everybody? Welcome to the show. That first video has now been retired. That was the last time we'll see that, but welcome everybody else. In case you missed it.
Boglins.
Welcome everybody that was over at Pat's stream. We're talking all things Elm Street. We're talking the first, the OG, the original. We're going to ask questions for people in the chat. I've got some individual questions for the panel.
So, hi.
What was that, you had? What was that?
Boglin.
What?
Freddy. Just a little Freddy Krueger
Cool,
logo from the Spirit Halloween.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. Welcome everybody to the chat. Let's see, we got HC Love and Light, Tatum, Riley, Heather. Welcome everybody coming over from the Gory Bee stream with Pat. So like I said, we're going to be going over the Elm Street franchise, kind of doing not really a deep dive because look at the Tochi. Before I do that, let's introduce the cast tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, your cast this evening, all of their links are in the description. Please go connect with all of these people. We've got the best looking panel in the world. We got the we're like the Pulp Fiction of the streams. We've got Jennifer Tochi, the top Jennifer Tochi. We've got Baga Bones, Mr. Bones in the very top right hand corner. The bottom left hand side, we've got Sean Blu Digital approaching 850 connections. To the right, we've got all things Kaiju, Casey Kaiju, InterwebKaiju for all things Kaiju related. Welcome, Basic Autumn Queen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, before we get started, check out the banner. We have Bones has reached 600 connections, folks.
Nice.
Great job, Bones.
Good job, Bones.
Do you have anything to say about your 600 connections tonight, Bones? Perfect. That's what I was looking for.
Just a middle finger.
So everybody give a salute to Bones and congratulations for his 600 subs.
Boglin.
Subscribers don't mean shit.
For the 600 subs, he's going to make a special video where he says Boglin 600 times.
Could you make that happen?
600
Boggle.
600 bogabones.
So let's talk about the OG. Let's talk about
The best film in the franchise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say so. I think most people say so, right? Or a lot of people like 3.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, it's close between 3 and 1. 3 and 1, it's very close. If Jennifer Rubin wasn't in 3, then it might be a problem. It might not be as close. I like that character. I like the Dream Warriors. I like just the fact that element of them. But we're going to talk about that one later. We're here to talk about the OG. So 1984, this budget was just at about $1 million. They almost fell flat. They almost lost all the money. They had to get a loan to cover the difference from New Line. And basically, that's why they call New Line the house that Freddy built, is because they almost lost the film. So getting into the beginning, with everything. When you first watched it, I'm asking the panel, was you guys completely freaked out? How young were you? How did you guys experience Freddy?
Who wants to go first?
Yeah, we can start with whoever wants to go first. We can go with Sean first.
I can't remember if it was the first or the second film that I seen, but I didn't even see like the entire film in one shot. Like when I was a kid, like I just was too hyper. I could never sit down and watch a whole movie in one shot. I could only like catch parts here and there before I get distracted, like I guess like a lot of kids would. But yeah, I was completely freaked out about the whole thing and slowly became obsessed with it. I wanted a Freddy glove. I wanted a Freddy hat. I wanted the whole thing. Like, I don't know, like stuff like things that freak me out always make me more interested. Kind of like serial killers.
Did you ever get the hat and the glove?
I had a hat that was similar to it. It wasn't like exactly like it, but I did end up getting the glove because I traded an action figure for it to some kid in school I was going. When I was going to school, I traded an action figure. I forget what it was, and he was willing to give me the Freddy glove for it because everybody in my family was always like, I will buy you anything else that you want, but you're not getting a Freddy glove. Like, my family was, like, so against it.
I remember those trades back in the day. I remember trading He-Man figures a lot.
Yeah.
What's up, Anthony? What's up, Wes? What's up, Jim? Tochi, what about you? What are your thoughts on the Springwood slasher? When did you first get acquainted with the pizza face?
Well,
Was it the town pump? No, I'm just kidding. So.
When the second one came out, I heard about it, and I said Elmstreet, because I lived on the street right next to Elmstreet, and I said, that's not going to scare me. So I went back and watched the first one and actually turned into Nancy after I watched it and refused to walk down Elm Street afterwards. It scared me shitless. That's what I'll say.
Now, question for you, and don't take this the wrong way at all.
Mhm.
Did you finish the full film, or did you have to come back and watch it later?
I
I know
finished.
some people couldn't get through it.
I'm a
All
kind
right.
of person. If I put a movie in, I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah. All right, Bones. What about you? What do you got? If you don't feel like answering, if you're in the chat monitoring, that's cool too. We can just ask Casey. Whatever, doesn't matter. Casey, why don't you go ahead, buddy? What's your experience with?
So we had it already when I was growing up. And that's the only one we had on VHS. So I definitely saw that one first. But I don't remember if it scared me or not. I always thought the bed blood and the people like on the ceiling where you couldn't see Freddy, I always thought that was really cool. But I don't remember it really scaring me as much as like other movies, you know.
Yeah, that shit freaked me out, man.
Now, do you guys find it odd that during a time when slasher movies and everything was at an uproar, that this changed the dynamic of slashers? Did you find it odd that everybody had a household VHS of this movie somewhere? A guy that goes around killing people with knives. Like, did it ever like occur to you that a lot of people were obsessed with this movie and like?
It makes sense what you're saying, and if you think about it, like what Elm Street came out in '84, that's pretty much at the end of the slasher craze. So yeah, you could say that it's like kind of responsible for kind of changing the game there.
So, of course, I was born in '82. So I watched this when I was like 7. I probably shouldn't have at that time. But my uncle used to have a hack. He was like a businessman, and he would walk around selling shit, and he had like this hat, right? So in the middle of the movie, my dad arranged for him to come over and scare the shit out of us at the door, because you could see the door, you could see someone out front of the door, but you could only see the top of their head. And my uncle came over, and he had a top hat on, like Freddy, like a fedora, and like scared the shit out of everybody. We were having like a slumber party, right? My sister and her friends. So that's what I remember mostly. And then it was that and Chucky, Child's Play. So it was terrifying, but for some reason I became obsessed with the movies, like deeply obsessed with them for a very long time. Even as a young kid, like when my grandparents adopted me, like they would have to like, I would go out and I would buy the tapes because I would work, and they would hide the tapes from me, but I would just steal them back. I was obsessed with the Elm Street franchise. But Bones, did you have anything you wanted to say about part one, or as far as your thoughts early? And if you don't, it's cool, man. I know you're kind of in the chat.
Yeah, like anything besides a middle finger.
You can just give us a middle finger too if need be. It's all good.
I don't like my middle finger, Sean.
No, I'm into it. It's just, you know, totally into it, bro. I'm all about it.
But Bones is also kind of from Ohio, and we're kind of used to people like Freddy Krueger in Ohio. Like, you know, I mean, originally Wes Craven's from Ohio, so
the serial killer.
yeah. So, you know, it doesn't surprise me that the person that he based this off of was somebody that was in Ohio. You can imagine sitting in your room, right? And the guy walks with a fedora and a hat and a sweater like that and just looks up at you, because that's what it's based off of. He's sitting in his room as a young kid. And this guy just walks by. He has a dirty hat on, and I don't know if he's wearing the knives for fingers, but you never know. It's Ohio. And the guy looks up at him in the room and just stares at him. And that's where he got the idea. That's creepy, man. That is just insane. And the fact that you would want to make a movie about it later on, that just makes it even crazier, you know?
Yeah.
But so in the opening sequence, whenever everything was going on, did you guys was you creeped out in the beginning as much as towards the end of the film, or do you feel like the beginning of the film set the tone? What do you guys think about the opening sequences? Did you feel like it set the tone kind of like a Wes Craven film?
I definitely think it did.
Yeah, I think it sets the tone very early on too. Like probably like the first 2, maybe even 3 deaths. There's like already like holy fuck, dude.
Jim says, I was 13 when it came out and saw it in theater. Freddy freaked him the fuck out.
Got him.
I understand. I was 8 when it came out.
You know what actually like really got me into this franchise? Like I always been like a casual fan about it, but once the Never Sleep Again documentary came out, once this came out and I saw that, I was like yo, I need to get the whole franchise now. I need to go back and rewatch all these films. But yeah, that Never Sleep Again documentary made me really fall in love with the franchise. I think this was released back in like 2010.
Yeah, right around that time. Never Sleep Again.
Yeah, because like that's basically like I started collecting movies and stuff, like mainly DVDs around like 2007. And then like 2010 was when I was like, all right, I'm buying Blu-rays now. And then I found this documentary and I was like, yo, I need to get all these movies now.
So let's go over who the potentials would have been instead of Heather Langenkamp, because I have a list here of who they were thinking about possibly using. Let me know if we were to mash this up a little bit, what you guys would think. So this is who could have been Nancy Thompson. Jennifer Grey from Dirty Dancing auditioned. Demi Moore. Courtney Cox also auditioned. Tracy Gold from Growing Pains. That would have been awkward, but I think she could have pulled it off, maybe. And Claudia Wells. Who do you guys think, if any of them, do you think any of them would have played the part well enough?
Maybe Demi
Probably-
Moore, but she'd probably be too old by then, right?
No, definitely not.
No?
No.
Okay.
Because she did St. Elmo's Fire probably 2 years after that film.
I mean,
Okay.
she was in that Parasite movie in like 78, and I think she was like 19 years old or something. But I mean, you know how it is with movies, like it's like whoever's playing the high school kids, they're always like 25 years old. You know, like in real life.
Or 30, or
Yeah.
in the 80s, they were like in their 30s sometimes.
They
Right.
still are that. Was it Stranger Things? The guy who plays Steve is like 31, I think.
Mhm.
The truth of the matter is, we would not have known, right? Because regardless of who would have been in, that person sets the tone for the film. Now, Heather Langenkamp didn't have as much work as these other actresses, but I can't imagine Tracy Gold doing that role.
No.
I don't know if I could see Grey doing that role.
No.
Demi Moore, I don't know. Tochi, you seem very enamored by this. What do you think? Go ahead.
I think the last name, what was it again?
Jennifer Tochi was the last person to audition.
Yeah, Jennifer could do it.
Come on. That was the only one that I think maybe could have worked, but all the rest of them, I think, no.
Claudia Wells was in it.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, to be honest. Can someone tell me who that is?
I've
Was she
seen her
the-
in some of the B movies. I don't remember which movies they were, but she kind of had that mean streak in her in some of those movies.
If you're in the chat, could you tell us who Claudia Wells is? Anybody? I just don't know that anybody could have done it as good as Heather Langenkamp.
You said Claudia Wells?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is. Is this like Michael J. Fox's wife or something?
I think so. No, it's not his wife.
No, that's
Yeah, his
Tracy.
wife's got like blonde hair or something.
I
don't know.
I think her name is Tracy. I don't know.
So here's a fun fact, real quick. Claudia Wells is from Malaysia.
Oh, she's my aunt. I know who it is now.
She's from Malaysia. Never would have guessed that.
Like the Malaysian Dream Dolls in Part 3. So let's flip the script a little bit. Here's who could have played Glenn instead of Johnny Depp.
Who?
Charlie Sheen,
Yeah.
John Cusack, Jen, Brad Pitt, Kiefer
Yeah.
Sutherland, Nick Cage, and C. Thomas Howell.
Apparently, Brad Pitt auditioned for Phantasm 2.
Do you guys like any of those people for Glenn?
I
would have
do.
loved to see Nicolas Cage in that movie.
I
Kill
think
me if you
Charlie
want.
Sheen could have nailed it.
I'd be fine with Cusack. But when they still had the little cutoff shirts.
Oh, don't do that to me. Oh, Casey did that to me. Oh, okay.
Ogling.
Cusack.
I'm going to tell you the one person that nobody's touched base on that I think could have played Nancy. Let me run that back, because it was in my mind while we were chatting. There is one person that I think could have played an additional option for Nancy, and you guys, let me know what you think. I just feel it in my soul. I think Jennifer Jason Leigh would have been an awesome Nancy.
Ooh.
I agree.
I've always thought that.
She's a great actress, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what? Speaking of her, like that reminds me, I need to really go back and watch that movie, Single White Female.
Single white female.
Oh, I could see her playing that.
Single lesbian female.
Think about Jennifer Jason Leigh. I think she would have been the absolute best backup to that. Now getting into the film, a lot of people were trying to figure out what was the lamb used for in the opening sequence. Why do they have a lamb? Does anybody know why? I'm going to go ahead and start as a trivia question. Can anybody in the panel tell me why they had a lamb in that sequence? That's a big question for a lot of people.
I'm having trouble remembering that for some reason.
Jennifer Lee is in the chat. Jennifer Lee, welcome back from your vacation. Jennifer Lee is one of my high school longtime friends. Jen Lee, welcome to the party. Jennifer Lee says Johnny Depp is the only person that could have played Glenn. Oh, she thought I was talking about her when I said Jennifer Jason Leigh.
He picks on all us Jennifers.
See, Wes agrees. He thinks that Jennifer Jason Leigh would have been a good option for Nancy. How about Jennifer David Lee? But what did you guys, can anybody tell me why they had the lamb in the sequence with Tina?
I can't even remember that scene. I just tried to look on YouTube for a clip of that scene. I can't even find it.
I remember it very well.
People were creeped out because it was in the middle of the sequence. and people were like, "Why the fuck is there a lamb or a sheep walking?" And that's like, what the hell's going on?
I think it was used as a jump scare.
That's
bet you if I went
that's
back
how
and-
dreams are. They just have random shit in them sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I can remember one time I had a drunken weekend where I was like inebriated a little bit, and it came out of a dream where I was laying with somebody in my bed, right? And like we were spooning, right? And I thought it was a person, and everything was good. I didn't know who it was. All I can remember was it was a brunette or blonde. We were just laying together. And then, like, I closed my eyes and I woke up, and it was like a giant, huge ladybug, like the size of my bed, laying with me. Like, that's a. Can you imagine having a dream like that? Jennifer Lee, you would have been a great Nancy, for sure. But the reason they had the lamb in the film was because it was an homage to take a lamb to slaughter. So it was kind of like they knew that Tina was on her way to being killed, so they put that in there because it was kind of like taking a lamb to slaughter. Quoting the old phrase, taking a lamb to slaughter.
Oh, interesting.
Hey, Kevin. Kevin says,
Lee said to signify innocence.
ooh, that's a good question. But I think Tina had already been, she might have already been, had them boots knocked a few times before that scene. I'm
She
pretty
had
sure that
been
Rod Lane got it
many
in.
times.
Yeah. She was like a pop machine or something, man. Rod Lane was getting it all the time.
Yeah, that's why they called her the town pump.
Tales from the Town Pump.
That should be Jennifer's new segment. Tales from the town pump.
Fucking fruitcake is something.
Yeah.
So getting back into the characters here, as far as, did you guys have a particular character that you enjoyed the most in the film, not including the primary? Let's take Freddy Krueger out of it. Let's just throw out anybody particular that you cared for, that you liked the most. Who stood out to you guys in the film?
Well, I mean, they're the main, but I love Nancy. Like 1, 3, and New Nightmare are my favorite Elmstreet movies, and that's probably because she's in them.
You know, I'm probably gonna have to really go with John Saxton, because that was actually the first time I ever like really saw him in a movie, and then I would see him in other movies and be like, yeah, that's the dad from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, I still do that when he's in a movie. I'm like, what? It's him.
Yeah.
Was he in Trick? He was in
I don't
something.
know.
Like
He was not in. He was not in Trick. That was.
He might have been
that was-
dead by
that
then. I don't
was-
know.
that was Thrill Me. Thrill Me was in Trick. Okay, Jennifer Lee, tell us who you liked the least amount in the film. Tochi, who did you like the most in the film? While we're waiting for Jennifer Lee to tell us who she liked the least amount in the film. What's up, Maverick Media?
The most, besides Freddie and Nancy, is that guy after that boy from the class who goes up and starts telling that story in school, who stands up in front of the class.
Yeah. The kid with the monotone voice. I know who you're talking about. Jennifer Lee says the actor that shaded the most was Ronnie Blakeman, Nancy's mom.
Wow,
Yeah,
we
her-
agree there.
Her and Tina's mom can go get fucked.
And you
I
know
kind of
what?
like Rod.
What'd you
And
say,
that
Bonesy?
makes me not like the dad.
I kind of like Rod.
That's cool, Bones. Why do you like Rod?
I don't know, he's just the bad boy of the movie. Like
Yeah.
most movies have that character, and he got framed for that, and then the poor guy got killed in the jail.
Up yours with a twirling lawnmower. I can quote the movie all day. What's up, Echo? What's up, Echo? What's up, Echo? Let go, my Echo.
Echo.
I know this wasn't
Echo.
the choices for this actor, but I kind of think Kiefer Sutherland would have made a good Rod.
Oh, damn, Bones. There you
That's a
go.
nice one.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
I like the idea of that.
Dude,
Ooh.
I'm with you guys, bro.
Ooh.
Yeah, I
That's
feel
cool.
like the younger
Oh,
Kiefer Sutherland, like a lot of his like performances when he was younger, I feel like he catches a lot of shit for like a lot of his like earlier performances.
I
But
agree with
that's
you.
just me.
The thing is he has
He
the
always
bad
played
boy.
characters like
Why
Rod,
would he
like
not
in
be?
Stand By Me.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
The character in Stand By Me was sort of like Rod, picking on them kids,
Yeah.
stealing Gordy's hat.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
led the Cobras, man. And think about it. Think about it like this, too. I actually could have seen him as Glenn a little bit, too.
Yeah.
I could have seen that.
I think that could have worked. I mean, it's not that we're like trying to replace the movie by talking about this. It's just making things a little more interesting.
Jennifer Lee, we're going to talk about every movie for the next, 25 weeks. Go ahead, Jen.
I'm trying to imagine Kiefer Sutherland in the half shirt. I'm enjoying that. No, but I'd rather see it in the bad boy. Yeah. I think he I like him better in the bad boy movie. But
Echo, it's all good, man. Take your time. Come back in the streaming game whenever you want. Go ahead, Jen.
But that movie made me not like John Saxon. John Saxon's character.
I have a response to that.
Is it because
like
he's
more
not believing them even
Because
after he sees all the weird shit? It's like,
No, he's letting that daughter of his stay with the drunken mother and not taking her away from her. The mother looks like she's going nuts.
Sorry, Jay Lee. Yeah, we're just talking about the first one tonight. Well, the thing about it is like this. They were separated during the movie, so it's like she had an alcohol problem and he was a control freak. I mean, that's obvious. So you got to look at it as I kind of felt more secure towards the end, where he's like, "Just let me know where he's at, and I'll go get him, baby." Like during that sequence, you could tell he cared, but he was also pissed because she was shacking up with a bunch of other kids. So a lot of parents would be like that. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But so let me flip it, Jen. If Boo was at a party with a bunch of girls and it was just him, one other guy, and a bunch of girls, would you be mad about it? Or would you celebrate?
I'd be mad about it.
Hey, Katie.
What's that?
But if he still had his father in his life, I wouldn't be letting him live with his father, who, if he was an alcoholic going nuts.
That's true. That's true. It's a good point.
Hey, Katie.
A cop would not let their kid live with someone who's an alcoholic, probably.
Yeah.
But the mother was probably, we don't know what stage of alcoholism she was in. Maybe she was in the lighter stages, where you're in denial. She was also still professional, but she was still fucked up all the time. Right?
Yeah.
So With that being said, after that opening sequence, where they go to the party and stuff, uh, you know, did you guys initially think once the kills happened,
Hey, Maverick.
did you feel? What's up,
I
Katie?
echo.
Welcome, Katie. Did you think that the scene was too graphic? A lot of people, like it even got banned in some areas. That the opening sequence, the bed scene with Tina. Do you feel it was too graphic? Did you feel like it was too much? What were your thoughts on the opening sequence with Tina flipping all up inside the bedroom?
I thought it was cool.
I thought it was like excessive in a very awesome way.
I loved it.
Yeah,
Definitely
Sean's
memorable.
Like when I first watched that scene unfolding, I was like, "What the hell? He can get you from the bed too? Like, what the fuck?"
There's a lot of things in that movie that like you don't see anywhere else, just in this franchise,
It's like our good friend Brad has said, and I've said, other people have said, the Elm Street series changed the way slasher films came.
It was at that time too, man. Like 84 was, what was it, like 78 to 84 is when the slasher craze was popular.
Yeah.
And Nightmare on Elm Street came in at the end.
That is very true. I agree with Sean.
Some people feel like it saved horror and it saved the slasher films. Do you guys feel the same?
Yeah. I mean, if you didn't have the Nightmare on Elm Street, we're going to have Friday the 13th films being pumped out anyway. So, yeah, you have an argument there, but is it valid? I don't know. I mean, it definitely participated. I know that. It helped in a good way.
Now, are you guys aware that Sean Cunningham also helped on some of the sequences for Friday the 13th? On Elm Street, kind of like Wes Craven did on Friday the 13th. They kind of traded a little bit. Are you guys aware of that?
Well, it's no surprise because both of them were like nearly best friends.
Now, did you guys have any sympathy or remorse for Rod Lane? Did you still kind of think in the back of your mind that he had something to do with it? I kind of felt at that time that maybe it wasn't Freddy Krueger, maybe it was Rod Lane. Did you guys feel that way at all? Did you think that maybe Rod had something to do with it, even though he wasn't necessarily? Do you think it was because they were fighting, because he made her go bump uglies with him? What do you guys think?
Yeah, we're like 37 minutes into this stream, and I could tell that Hobbs knows this franchise like the back of his hand. That's great, though.
It is my favorite franchise of all time. Of all time.
Mine too.
Now I know if I have any questions about the Elm Street franchise, I'm asking you.
Hey, Larry.
So did any of you have any sympathy for Rod
Been a
Lane?
warlock to have done it himself, be able to lift him up against the ceiling.
I'm probably going to say not really.
Go ahead, Jen.
I never thought he really had anything to do with that. He had sympathy that he was blamed, but by that time I already knew about because part 2 had already come out. I hadn't watched it yet, but I knew about the Freddy story. So I didn't think he had anything to do with it.
Now, Larry D brings up a good point. Rod was the scapegoat. Do you guys feel the same? Do you feel like Rod was the way, kind of a frame?
Yeah. He was the one that was easy to put a frame job on.
Mm-hmm.
He was a perfect fall guy. There you go. That's what I meant to say.
I'll be honest with you. Some people in the beginning could have given two shits because a lot of people particularly women, had a lot of backlash and hate towards Rod because they thought he treated Tina like shit.
I agree.
And then you have the other half that's just in love with Rod Lane that could care less if he treated women like shit. They just wanted to be in that bedroom with them, even if they got cut up. That's the other half, right? So you got to pick your poison when it comes to Rod Lane, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer Lee says, I could give two shits about most celebrities, but meeting Robert Englund is on my bucket list. I've met Robert Englund, and I'm telling you, he's fun, he's cool, but he is so busy, it's hard to chat with him at conventions because his lines are 6 hours long.
I bet.
So you really can't get a good word in, but when I met him, he was cool. He said he liked the name Hobbs. Kane Hodder
wasn't he like going by the name of Hobbs and like the Mangler or something like that? Or fuck. That's gonna bother me now.
Can somebody answer that? Because I can't remember that. Does anybody know what the name of
I gotta look that up now.
was it Hobbs?
I gotta look up the Mangler. Hold on.
That was my nickname in high school, the
Yep.
Mangler. No, I'm just kidding.
I agree with you, Larry.
So, Katie, you can roll back a little bit since you just jumped in. We were talking about who our favorite character was, and then starting the film off, we were discussing a little bit of the kills. What were your thoughts on the opening sequences of an Elm Street?
I actually like the opening. I think it's one of the best scenes in the movie is the opening on Nightmare on Elm Street.
Did you get confused by the lamb in the film?
No. I think it represents something.
Some people thought it was because of us counting sheep. Some people say other things, but it was because they wanted it to be like taking a slam to lauder. Go ahead, Katie. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think it represents something about Freddy. And I know there's different theories for it, but I think it's I think it represents something from Freddy. From himself. But yeah, my favorite character is Johnny Depp's character, even though that he gets killed, but that's my favorite character. In the first one. Hey, Michael.
What do you guys think about Johnny Depp Glenn kind of feeling like, he's not really believing all this shit. He's kind of overconfident, but not too overconfident. He kind of wants to believe Nancy, but he's kind of what are we talking about here? He kills people in your sleep. What's going on here? Rod did it. He's blaming Rod for Tina's death. What do you guys think about that? Did you guys like I said in the beginning, some people were thinking it was still Rod. Did you think that maybe Glenn kind of had an idea that it was somebody else other than
No,
Freddy?
I think Glenn thought it was somebody else.
What's up, Michael?
Michael. I saw Joe back there too. Hi, Joe.
Now, getting back to the most terrifying scene for me in the film, but we can get to what your guys' most terrifying scenes were. Mine was the freaking arms, man. When he's walking down the alley and he's got the arms. And did you know how they did that? They used two different fishing poles to hold the arms up. They were puppetry arms, but they had one guy on each side holding up each arm as he's walking down with the extended arms. That's how they did that. But when you're 7 years old and you see that shit, you're like, what is going on? What was your guys' most terrifying scene in the film?
Maybe that bed scene, dude. That shit fucked me up when I was a kid.
So you were looking for divots in your bed in the middle just to make sure you could like not fall through a hole. I think a lot of us did that.
I was more of checking under my bed than checking the actual bed.
Bathtub scene for me was what scared me.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's an
gonna touch
iconic
base
one
on-
too.
we were going to touch
Yeah.
base on that, but talk about that a little bit, Jim. What was creepy about that? Was it the hand coming up, or was it the drowning potential of drowning that scared you in a dark environment too? Like when she gets pulled in.
Yeah, but it was all of it. The hand coming up and then all of a sudden getting pulled in.
You know, I'm thinking about it now. I think it's actually Tina's death. Tina's death is probably like one of the most scariest and brutal things in that movie.
It's got to be. Yeah. I mean, there's so many different ones you can select.
You know, watching the making of the first film is pretty interesting, how they executed a lot of scenes, just like how you were talking about this scene with the arms.
Casey, what do you think, buddy? Anything particular?
What the scariest scene is definitely Tina. Tina's death. Where is the behind the scenes stuff? Is that on the regular like DVD Blu-ray release, or is it on that documentary?
The documentary.
I think it is the documentary.
Okay.
But this documentary is like 240 minutes. Yeah, 240 minutes long. But they cover everything, man.
Joe brings up a part that we haven't even touched base on. The fact that she's being dragged through the hall.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
creepy.
that's a good part. But it was creepy though. But it was a good part.
Thanks for coming, Jennifer. What's up, Ricky?
Have a good night, Jennifer.
Old as fuck reviewers are here.
I will be right back.
You're not supposed to say that, Sean.
Oh no.
I always
BRB.
say it. Third time lucky, Katie. What? Oh, with your name? Yeah, I was typing too fast. I'm sorry, Ricky. That's okay. I used to call Joe John.
You know, and that's the thing too about that's the thing about the Elm Street franchise is like the darkness of it. You know, I don't think they do that enough anymore to where it's like the Freddy films, there's dark elements. Like they filmed that scene with the tub inside of a makeshift whirlpool, right? Like they made like a fake tub. They made like a big tub, right? Underneath the bathtub, like a big giant, like kind of like a swimming pool type contraption that they made, and they pulled her in, but they made it dark around the bottom. And the reason they did that was to make it more of a creepy element. So it was like a big container. And of course there was a stunt double in it, but there's a lot of go-between because Heather Langenkamp didn't want to be nude in that scene. Now, everybody knows she wasn't going to show Brillo pad, just tatas, but she still didn't want to do it. So they had to have a double.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
Hey, Cody.
Hey, Cody, thanks for stopping in, buddy.
Have a good night.
Cody. You know that documentary I watched it once and it scared the heck out of me.
The documentary did?
Yes.
It tells you stuff. You know, it lets you know things maybe you didn't know. And
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have to agree with you. Now that I've seen the documentary, when I've seen it like multiple times, it definitely adds an element to it.
I haven't seen the documentary. I have to
The
watch
nip-
it.
Joe's right. The nipple double.
Where's the documentary at?
I think it might be on Tubi. It's called Never Sleep Again. I'm not really for sure, but
Oh, okay. Well, I know Tubi has the Freddy show on it. I watched that.
Freddy's Nightmare is an excellent, excellent show. So when Sean comes back, we'll get to the second half of the movie. We'll rediscuss Rod Lane's timely demise at the jail, because I have a theory and something I thought was kind of funny, and probably no one else thought it but me, because that's what I do. I think of dumb shit like that.
I do too, sometimes.
Well, I'm a dumb shit too, so hey.
But this is obviously not what I thought it was. I'll just go ahead and do it. All right, so we get to Rod Lane. We know that he's in jail, right?
Yeah.
So whenever he's getting ready to be killed by Freddy, did you guys think that the blankets look like a snake by any chance? Anybody else think that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it looked like it was a lizard or a snake crawling around his neck. I thought for the longest time that it was a snake, but it was just Freddy doing like ghost stuff, right? Did anybody else in the chat or the panel besides me and you guys think that it was a snake killing Rod Lane around his neck?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I did at first. Yeah. I can never watch this movie when I'm holding my snake.
Why don't you send Michael his spot?
But Joe says that people didn't understand Freddy's line. This is God. He says, this is Rod. Freddy's innocent the whole time. I agree with you guys. I don't know that hanging Rod was like, I liked it, but it didn't like. I think they should. I agree with Larry. They should have just ripped him apart. But you got to figure he's in a jail. Obviously, the cops are not watching after him.
Yeah.
Especially Garcia, who was an asshole. That guy's an asshole in every movie that he's in. He was in Roadhouse too. He was an asshole in Roadhouse. Joe, do you agree that he should have just been ripped apart in jail then? Or let's ask the horror man. Should Rod Lane have been just ripped apart in jail, or was having him being hung by a bed sheet that looks like an anaconda? Does anybody also think that, man, if Nancy just would have stayed there for 5 more minutes, that Rod wouldn't have died? Anybody find it coincidental that it happened right after she left?
No.
Wes has got a good point. Then how would they have written the death as a suicide?
Yeah.
Joe likes the hanging section of it. That's and that's yeah. I mean, I like it. Like I said, I think dragging him through the bars of the jail, like a meat cutter, would have been cool too. But I'm cool with the hanging. You guys are right. The suicide definitely made it seem more understandable.
Freddy was being sneaky. Freddy has a brain.
Yes, just don't use it on drugs.
Wait, what are we talking about? Hold up. Don't use wood on trucks. What did I walk into?
This is your brain. Don't use it on drugs.
Yeah, we're just talking about drugs, Katie. It's the drug segment of the midnight hour.
Right. There's no hope with dope.
No,
Hi, Ben.
I've been.
Yeah, I like the hanging scene, but I also would have welcomed a thrashing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like it looked like he was trying to kill himself by running into the side. Is that what you're talking about?
We're getting high on Mountain Dew. No, this is a Diet Coke.
Mountain Dew. There's a drink you could drink if they had 151 around, but I don't think they have it anymore. It's called a Dew Rum Run. I used to do them all the time.
I've never had it.
151 in Mountain Dew, and you light the 151 on fire.
Yeah, we used to do that, and then we burnt my friend's roof because we were up on the roof.
Good God!
His mom
Was you all
didn't find
drinking
out.
out of a barrel?
His mom didn't find out for like a year later. She's like, "Who burnt my roof?" And we're like, "We don't know."
Did you eventually confess 20 years later?
It was like 2 years later.
Oh.
I didn't do it. It was my friend that did it.
But at this point, getting back to that scene, sorry not to get off the topic of Katie's party moments, but
You're good.
Nancy still didn't believe that it was Freddy when she went in. She was trying to ask Rod, "Did you do it?" Even though they were all still having these nightmares in sequence and having similar nightmares, there's still a question. See, a lot of people still thought that Rod was the one.
Yeah, I
I
agree
agree
with
with you, Ben. I think A Nightmare on Elm Street has some of the best kills.
Nightmare on Elm Street does have some of the best kills. It's one of the better franchises that have one of the better kills. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I know a lot of you revisited this over the last couple of days. I didn't because I've seen it more times than I can even count. Did you guys catch anything different, Jen or Katie or Bones or Sean or anybody that watched it recently? Did anybody catch anything different?
I didn't really catch anything different. Each time I watch the movie, I see like the background has different things and stuff like that, but I didn't catch anything really, you know what I'm saying?
I brought it to my mom's house so her virgin eyes could watch it while I did. I brought it to my mom's house so her... And I was explaining her everything about the movie all the way through it, and she was so frustrated through it. But I was explaining things to her, and it made me love the movie even more.
The fact that she wasn't aware what happened in the movie?
She goes, why? Why are they showing his face? Why is it so dark? His hands wouldn't do that. Is she dreaming? What?
Strange Monkey Reviews just came in to say Tochi everywhere.
Hey, what's up, Monkey?
What's up, Monkey?
Hey, Monkey.
Joe's got a really good point. I think she wanted to believe it could have been true, so she was hoping it was Rod and not Freddy. It's a great point. As always, stellar moments from the horror man. Just it never gets old. Literally the Yoda of the horror community.
Yoda.
So we're past the Rod Lane part. I think we've covered most of the first half of the film without going to every section. Now we're at the point where now she wants to figure out what's going on. She's lost Tina. She's lost Rod. Now it's down to 2. So she sets up a plan. She wants to be able to figure out what the hell's going on. Meanwhile, Glenn is still not believing her. So,
Hey, strange
did you
monkey.
guys like the roast tro, by the way? Do those even exist? Do they have roast tros anymore? Where you can climb up a rose tree and get to your girlfriend's window. Do they have that anymore?
Oh, like a ivy vine or whatever.
Yeah.
I think people still use them, but they're mostly as decoration. If you even try to climb up it, it's gonna fall apart.
Yeah.
Because normally they're like on like a lattice or some kind of thing, and I've seen people fall off of those things.
Yes, Joe, we're coining you the Joetta instead of the Yoda. The Joetta. The Joda. Joda. What film are we talking about, the monkey? We're talking about A Nightmare on Elm Street, the original, the OG. Now, did you guys think it was weird in the sequence where she was having a dream, but Glenn was behind the tree? At one point, did you guys think that was an actual dream? Because remember, she was in 2 different dreams, it felt like.
I think it was an actual dream.
Yeah, I think I gotta agree with that. About the only sense that really makes.
Tochi and Katie, you should know you're the most recent watchers of the film. Did you think it was a dream sequence?
Yeah, I thought it was a dream sequence because the way that the sequence was and what she was kind of thinking in that moment, I think it was a dream.
Yeah.
I think it was a dream sequence, but I don't think Poopy Head was there. Glenn.
Ooh,
So whose dream was it? Was it Glenn or was it Nancy's? What were we watching?
Watching Nancy's dream.
It was Nancy's dream.
Yeah.
So, did anybody else think that Glenn was already killed whenever, like, she's looking out the window and those feathers are coming through the window?
Yeah, I think so.
I did too. I thought he was done at that point.
Did you see his face? Did you see his face? That's what he says, right? When he's like mocking him or whatever.
Did you see his face? So they have to try back later on, and then as he's home, now we're getting close to the pool scene. So now shit starts to happen with Glenn after the pool scene. He's in bed and whatnot. Did you ever think that was a reverse room where everything was upside down and they just flipped it when they shot it? Did you guys know that part of it?
No, I didn't know that part.
So they made everything in the scene upside down, right? So like they put all the props on the top. And so like he was on top of the bed, then they did like a reverse sequence where they dropped the blood down into the bed and then just flip the whole sequence around. But the original idea from this was not just to have him sink into the bed. He was supposed to come up out of the bed, floating out of the bed. Was you guys aware of that?
No.
I think they go over that in the documentary.
Yeah. My question is this. If they were going to do that after he was sucked down into the bed, was he going to come up through the hole of the bed and just start floating?
Only you would think that, Hobbs.
But that's what they originally were going to do. They said he was going to come up out of the bed after he was sucked down in. That was originally in the script.
I mean, who knows? Maybe his bed could have been a Sarlacc pit the whole time and he didn't know it. And if anyone, Sarlacc pit is from Return of the Jedi, so.
Could be on a big water slide of blood. Fun.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, Larry. That's a good point, too. Nancy pulled Glenn into her dream because he fell asleep.
That is a good point.
So what did you guys think the first time you seen the blood scene going up all over the ceiling and shit and blood going everywhere?
That shit fucked my day up, man.
The faucet of blood?
Yeah. I'm like, yo, every time I watch that movie and that scene's coming up, I actually start to get a little nervous.
Still to this day?
Yeah, just like a little, like, I'll be like, oh shit. Like, yeah, like I get like really sucked into that scene, dude. Like, because like that was like one of the, like that and Tina's death is really like what fucked me up about that movie.
Look at Wes. Maybe the bed was full of Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Here's the parts that made me even more concerned. I used to think when I was a kid, when I was watching this, like when the TV went after, I was like, damn, that TV had to hurt. Because, you know, the last thing that gets sucked, like, why do they get to take his appliances with him, you know?
Right.
All the stuff gets sucked into the bed, plus his TV, man, his big-ass TV.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. Like, where'd he go? And is the TV is what... everybody knows he got crushed. That's what happened to him.
Right.
I don't know. I think Freddy kept his TV. I think he was like, oh, cool. Now I got a bitchin' TV.
Well, yeah, he brought it back in part 6 using the power glove.
Yeah.
He gets to see Miss Nude Teen America.
And I could understand watching that because I would have been watching that too before bed. I probably have. But he definitely was crushed. Everybody knows that's what happened to him. But you know, a lot of women.
Really the only death that doesn't affect me.
That doesn't affect you?
Yeah,
Why is that?
it doesn't scare me. I say, cool, blood coming. You know, it's like when people, you know, he gets crushed off screen. It's like, well, I don't see it, and it doesn't affect me. When it comes to this kind of thing.
But did you all know that he was crushed? He was sucked out into the bed, or did you think that it was just fictitious blood?
I just thought he was gone.
It was his debut role, by the way. It was Johnny's first role in the film.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, probably because Matthew Broderick was too much of a bitch to do a horror movie. You ever hear about that? But Matthew Broderick refuses to do horror films. He will never touch a horror movie. Anyway.
But he did the Cable Guy.
Yeah. Some horrific sequences, I guess.
You guys call that one technically a horror comedy?
I do.
No, it's a comedy.
Some people have a legit fear of people that get too close to him or stalker. I think they could have made that into a fucking real horror film. Imagine that. A guy that wants to be your friend that installs cable in real life wants to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
I could star in it because I work for the cable company.
Kind of falls into the slasher realm, though.
So at this point, once she realizes that he's dead, Glenn's parents are also considered like Glenn's dad's an asshole. Everybody likes the mother, but Glenn's dad's also partly responsible. So that's another Father of the Year award in that film goes out to Glenn's dad. Right?
Right.
He said, Glenn can't come to the phone right now. Just hangs up on Nancy.
How about when he's calling his mom?
Yeah.
He's like playing with the radio and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it when Freddy calls her, says, I'm your boyfriend now.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. And I watched it yesterday. Well, it's been a long couple days, so.
Yeah.
Do you think Johnny prefers the blood in his bed or Amber Turd.
Oh, that's a rough one.
You
I
know
don't
they've
know.
got.
What do you
They have-
prefer, Joe?
You know there's memes
Whatever
out there.
Joe
about that.
prefers.
There probably is.
That's right, cable guy.
Joe always cracks me up. He always has something funny to say.
Okay, Joe's legendary. Joe's legendary. He's hysterical.
Just don't laugh too much, man. He might shoot you.
Who, Joe?
You gotta figure though, at this point, on the bed, her mother's passed out. She's trying to get out of the house, but there's bars on the windows, right? Bars on the windows. So you got to figure at this point, she's going insane anyway because she knows her boyfriend's being chopped up and shit. So at that point, she's going on a suicide mission. She's going to go kill Freddy. What did you guys think of the discussion that she had with Glenn prior to all this about the anti-personnel devices in the books? Do you think that was a good play? Do you think she should have played more of a victim role? Did you like the fact that she fought back? What did you think about that?
I like the fact that she fought back. It shows that she's a strong person. And she's like one of the strongest like female characters in the movie. So I think it was a good thing that she fought Freddy back.
A lot of people consider her to be one of the best final girls of horror. What do you think, Jen?
She is.
She's my second favorite final girl.
And your first being?
Linnea Quigley.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
Don't you me.
No, I wasn't oohing. Like I'm just like, oh, like okay. Not an ooh, but an oh.
Marty Page is the slime ball Bolorama.
Oh, of course, of course.
That's her favorite movie. One of her favorite movies.
Sounds like your reviews. I watched in theater for 35th anniversary edition. And everyone kept laughing at the mom, and every time she brought out the bottle to drink, screw sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that the slap was actually real? By the way, it's a real reaction.
Mm-hmm.
She slapped the shit out of him.
I guess it's too bad they didn't have 5-hour energy back then.
Wes said, ever heard dropping deuces? That's true. They did have something similar in the third film. What was it called? No sleep, or what's the name of that shit? It wasn't the Hypnosil, but
it was Stay Awake.
That's right. Stay Awake.
Clever.
Was there any particular?
My son into a mean little jerk. Don't take it.
Was there any of the things that Nancy used, any of the traps that she used, that you thought were kind of ridiculous or unreasonably legit? I had a question about the one with the light, where the light blows up. When
That
he
was an
turns
interesting choice.
Yeah.
It seems like Freddy never turns on the light, so why are you putting one in a light bulb? You know?
Because maybe Freddy doesn't like lights. I don't know.
And initially, when she's running from Freddy up the stairs, do you guys know what was in the stairwell? Those stairs, what was it that she stepped in? What do you guys think it was?
Oatmeal.
Close.
Tax?
Anybody else?
I don't know.
It was pancake mix. it was
has
pancake batter.
something to do with
That's funny.
breakfast food.
Oh. Hey, John.
Wes is asking, how did she get the sledgehammer to set up?
She had Peter Gabriel there. No, I'm just kidding.
Peter Gabriel up there? Oh my goodness.
Sledgehammer. I wanna be. Oh, won't
Your
you call my
sledgehammer.
name? Yep, it was pancake mix in the stairs, dude. That scared me to death when I was a kid. I was like, I didn't want to go upstairs. It was like, am I gonna step into some fucking holes and get stuck? Like, what's gonna happen?
Well, one way to find out is try tasting the steps first. See if they taste like pancakes.
Yo, can I get some chocolate chips in my step?
That
No,
would be
don't use the
disgusting.
steps right now. Don't use the steps. They're made out of pancake mix.
We'll make some pancakes.
So yeah, it's a good question. It was definitely a heavy sledgehammer. I'm not for sure if Peter Gabriel helped her get it up there, but she must have been tough, dude, to get that hammer up there like that. She must have been, those things weigh about 90 pounds.
She's Superwoman.
Joe said, cover your feet in syrup.
Buy a jetpack.
Don't let Echo hear you say that, Joe.
Buy a jetpack to get up the steps. Lick the carpet, Hobbs.
So now everything's starting to go down, right? So once the fight starts to happen, they're going all over the place and whatnot. I'll tell you one of the most terrifying jump scenes is whenever she thinks that he's not in the room, when the clock goes off and he jumps out after her. That's real shit right there. You don't see that type of stuff in horror films quite done like that. At that time, the score was perfect. The timing was perfect. I'm sure if people in the theater flipped out during that sequence. Now, here's the question for you guys, and this is one that's going to blow everybody's mind, I think. Do you think that there was any sexual tension between Freddy and Nancy? Do you think that there was a point where maybe he was kind of attracted to her, that maybe he didn't want to kill her? Maybe he was just trying to cop a feel? Do you think maybe she liked the older man? Do you think maybe she was slightly into him a little bit?
And we're going deep, aren't we?
She was keeping Johnny at bay, and Freddy kind of was getting a little closer,
You see his face?
Did you see his face?
Because if you look at some of the pictures, like of like Robert Englund and Heather Langenkamp outside of the movie, like you would have thought, man, that like they were riding the hobby horse at some point because they were really tight. I wonder if there was sexual tension on the scene.
Right there.
Joe agrees. And this is the exact reason why I brought it up. The exact thing that Joe's saying.
No, it definitely makes sense. It's not like strictly implied, but yeah, it definitely makes sense because of basically what Joe just said.
I'll be honest with you, I never went with the fact that everybody thought he was just a child killer. For the longest time, I knew that they were supposed to make him a child molester, which, yes, I get what people are saying, but that is how it was supposed to be. So to me, there was some type of tension there. So
makes sense. That makes sense.
And oddly enough, there might have been a little bit, probably more than there should have been in the film. I don't know, but to me, there might have been. But welcome back, Bones. Johnny got no depth with Nancy.
Thank you.
So, as the fights are happening and everything, the dad finally breaks in, and when he comes up there, did you guys think that Freddy was truly dead at the end of the film? Did you feel like there was going to be a sequel?
Yeah.
Not talking about the mom part yet, but like after he takes the cover and he puts it over Freddy.
You know,
did you guys? Go ahead, Sean.
Just real quick, I would say like the after seeing that and then talking to people about it and then seeing other people's reactions and their opinions about it, that's what kind of made me think that yeah, there's gonna be another movie because a lot of people are into this.
Seeing how many people loved it, there's
Yeah.
gonna be a sequel.
Katie, your thoughts? Did you think there was going to be a sequel?
Yeah, I knew that there was going to be a sequel just because of the way that it ended, and you can't kill Freddy. There's no way you could kill him.
I mean, like, it came out in '84, and it's, it was pretty much normal to come out with a bunch of sequels for a classic, so.
And Joe's right. There's even more sexual tension because of the phone. Who can forget about the phone, where she picks up the phone and that's Tochi's favorite scene of all horror movies, right there. But one of the things that creeped me out is towards the end of that sequence, when her mother is going down into the bed. Was she waving at people as she was dying? Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
That terrified me. That she's waving
creepy.
as she's going down into the bed, like she's saying goodbye. To me, that had an effect. Just that part alone had an effect on me.
It had the opposite effect on me. I said, don't you dare wave at me, you drunken bitch.
She would have rather have when the hand went up in the air, it had been giving the bird. That's when she would have accepted it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, the fire sequence when he's going down the stairs is one of the most iconic fires, stunts ever done with a fire scene. That guy that did that won a whole bunch of awards because it was a long sequence. He went up and down the stairs, and because he was doing that for so long, you don't see that anymore. So he got a whole bunch of recognition for that. Also, a shout out to Charles Fleischer in the film, the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, did you guys ever watch Welcome Back, Kotter?
Yeah, I've seen it.
So he was in Welcome Back, Kotter. He was kind of the, I don't know. I don't want to say bully, but he was in the Welcome Back, Kotter. And kind of piggybacking a little bit on that sequence where she's in the hospital and she's pulling out the hat.
Mm-hmm.
Did that make sense to you guys? Did you guys ever think, like, where the fuck did the hat come from?
Well, she said it right there. Brought it out. Like, because as she burned her arm already.
Yeah. But Carvelli was like, I'm sorry, the doctor was like, the doctor is like, what is this? Like,
Right.
It's hard to see him playing Carvelli and then being a serious doctor. He was also in Demon Knight, by the way. John, you're welcome, buddy. You're always welcome to come in here and hang out with us.
Yeah, John. You're welcome to hang out on any of our streams or whatever you want to do.
Just because we deal in horror and horrific things, we love to talk and invite anybody. Anybody's always welcome. But so we're at the end of the film now. Anything that I've not covered before we get to the climactic ending with the mom? Anything you guys want to cover that you liked or that we want to bring back up?
I'm trying to think.
Did I miss anything?
I want to apologize real fast, okay? That I grew up in a house with a lot of people who are drunk, so I have reaction that's kind of a triggered, you know. So when I say things like that, I'm sorry.
Don't feel sorry. You can say whatever you want here. This is an open stream.
It's a safe space, Jen.
I grew up in a house of addiction as well. You understand?
Okay.
I was just curious your thoughts on certain things. You know, Joe. Joe wants to know if you're drunk right now, Jen.
No, I'm not drunk.
Jen doesn't drink.
I'm peach water and Diet Dr. Pepper.
Joe wants to know if it's Dire Dr. Pee-Pee in there.
Yes. Diet Dr. Pee-Pee got all drink. I got my
Casey,
free Dr. Pee-Pee today.
Casey, your bones, anything that you want to bring up before we talk about the most iconic ending in a horror film that people like to talk shit about?
No, I'm ready to hear everyone's thoughts on the car.
All right, let's get right into it because this is something I want to really touch base on, and I feel like people misinterpret this a lot. So the end sequence, right, where she's going outside to meet with her friends, and yes, the mom gets pulled through the fucking window. Yes, it's a doll, right? It's. But let me ask you something. If it's in a dream sequence, why is it so odd to people? If it's a dream type state, why is it so odd that she's pulled through the window? And go.
I think it's like the idea. It's just like what, like who the hell could even come up with that idea, kind of thing. But anything could happen in a dream, man.
Yeah.
We went through a whole movie full of crazy shit, and we still weren't expecting that. You know, we're not expecting a whole person to get pulled through a little window. And yeah, it's the doll doesn't look great, but the scene's effective.
Exactly. That terrified me. It affected me because she got pulled to the window in a way in which I never would have thought someone could have been. Now, whether you used a doll or not, it was still effective to some people. Yet you still have these bitch ass people that want to complain about it and say, "Oh, it was a doll. It doesn't look very good." Dude, it's a dream sequence. Quit complaining. Just enjoy it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But that's also all they had to work with back then. They didn't have the technology we have now. So that's the only way that they could have done the sequence.
People make it out to be like they went and bought some water balloons or bought like a blow-up doll from like a Dollar General and just had her fucking come through the door. That's what people make it seem like.
People just need to get over it.
My mom
and I'm sorry if I offended anybody in the chat. I'm just keeping it real.
Blow-up doll.
I'm sorry. What, Jennifer?
Something about a blow-up
mom
doll.
Says they went to the sex store and got a blow-up doll and brought it through the window. And I said, "Oh, Mom, this is a horror movie. Shut up."
Like I know a lot of millennium kids. A lot of millennium kids I know are like, that should have been changed. That's the only thing I don't like about that particular scene. Everybody knew it was a fake doll. Dude, it's 1984.
Casey and I are the two millennials on here.
Yeah, and I'm fine with it.
Yeah. Because I don't think Sean's a millennial. Are you, Sean?
No, at least I don't think. I mean, I was born in '83, so I don't think I qualify.
Sean and I are just on the cusp. Because we're the same age. I think I'm 1 year older than Sean.
Yeah, so Casey and I are the millennials then.
Jen is what, 30
most of the people I talk to.
What, Casey?
Most people I talk to around my age, they love the movie and they don't mention the doll scene. You know, I don't bring it up, but yeah, no one's just said that ruins the movie for them. You know.
I agree with you, Casey. Yeah.
I don't get that. It's such a quick scene too. Like, how could a quick scene really ruin your fucking day?
Yeah, and you just watched the entire movie, and that's gonna make you not like it? That's insane.
I mean, like, I'm not really a big fan of that scene, but every time I see it, I fucking laugh. Every time I see that scene, and I look forward to that scene because I know I'm gonna laugh.
Exactly. Yeah. Regardless of how it is, if it affects you in a good way. But don't complain about it if you think that it's stupid. I mean, everybody has the right to complain, and I shouldn't say that, but just understand that it did affect people differently, and it's not as bad as everybody makes it out to be. Now, here's another.
That car is wonderful.
So the car had an interesting twist too in it. When they got into the car initially, when the hood comes down, it wasn't supposed to go down that fast. That accidentally happened. So the reaction that you see is a legit reaction, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Sean was born in the year that Larry graduated high school.
Sean's only 2 years older than me.
Sean and I have the exact same birthday, by the way. So we celebrate every year by, I don't know, talking about it.
You guys were born the same year, right?
He's a year older than me. I think he's 82.
Exactly. So they drive off. What's that, Jen?
I'm 76. I was born in 76.
Was there an accent there?
I was born in 1986. Jen, you're 10 years older than me.
I know.
Wes has something to add. He says it plays like a dream sequence. It happens. How would in a dream the mom go through the door? Oh. The real world happen. Killing people in dreams. I guess I should end it with that. As they're leaving, they're going through and everything. You still see the girls doing the jump rope and shit. Does this movie have any residual? Did you guys, and be honest, I'm not making fun, did you have any nightmares about Freddy Krueger? Anybody in the chat?
Yeah, when I was little, my older brother put it on for me. My mom, because it was like one of the first couple horror movies I seen, and I was like 5 or 6. And my mom, he goes, "What do you watch?" My mom goes, "What are you watching?" And he goes, "Freddy." And so my mom was like, "Well, if he comes in their dreams, you better go sleep with them."
You've had some wild stuff.
I definitely had some memorable dreams.
So you've had some wild stuff go on, Katie.
The first horror movie I ever watched was The Crow.
Nice.
Because
that was my older brother's favorite movie.
And I guarantee that I've had nightmares of Freddy Krueger for sure. I already know the answer for this for Casey. He said no, nothing really scares him, so I'll answer for Casey on that one.
I mean, I don't think that scared me. As a kid, The Exorcist scared me, and then Child's Play, just because I had a bunch of and action figures and stuff that would freak me out.
It was those two in Passenger 57. That's what scared you, right?
No, those two in Faces of Death.
Faces of Death.
Could not see as a kid.
Never seen that one.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Yeah, we're adding that to your non-watch pile, killer.
The whole series.
Not one of them.
I'm gonna buy all the Faces of Death and send them to you, Katie.
She has a non-watch list clause that she is not allowed to watch those. The Human Centipede, Serbian Film,
and Cannibal Holocaust. I love that Cannibal Holocaust offends so many people. I love it.
I think it's on Tubi, actually.
What, Cannibal Holocaust?
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not the full cut, I can tell you that.
I got it at that.
I think I've seen it on Tubi one day.
Tochi, you've got a copy of Cannibal Holocaust?
Yeah.
Do you really? Wow.
Yeah.
I've seen that movie 2 times on the big screen.
There's just something about the movie.
Of a screening of that movie on the big screen.
I have as well. It's a Midwest thing, I think.
On the Butt Montana thing, except I'm the only one in Butt Montana, I think, who's seen it.
Do they play it at the town pump as people are getting gas?
Jen, where you live at, Is there any like famous movies that were made near you?
In Deer Lodge, that movie with James Woods, what if, where he's in prison and he's just before
Salvation or something?
yeah, it
Is it
was.
Salvation?
I think it was. It was filmed in the
Salvador.
old Deer Lodge prison.
I think it's called Salvador.
Oh,
Casey. Oh shit. Let's go through a quick sequence in the chat.
Yeah, I was just curious though, Jen.
Joe says, I prefer Faces of Meth. Casey's response, that's what he sees at the town pump where he lives. Best sequence in the chat.
Now that Dark is saying he was scared, but not in his sleep. It was just when I woke up, it was dark, and I would not think I saw or heard anything.
See, I have a weird diagnosis. Like, I have this thing where if I come out of a dream, I'll see shit for like 5 seconds and it's gone. It's a legit diagnosis.
You're not having like sleep paralysis or something? Because that is
no, because that would be constricted and like I wouldn't be able to move. And I think I've had that, but like I can't think of the name of it, but it's legit. Like I'll wake up out of a dream and I'll see somebody standing there and I'll blink and they'll be gone. Like, and I know that it's fake. It doesn't bother me, but it's something that like you might be in your bed and you wake up real quick and then it's been in movies before. Then you see something sitting there and it's gone.
I've had that happen before.
Me too.
I've also had sleep paralysis, and that's no fun either.
So you've seen like a goblin sitting on your bed and stuff, or like a witch? That's terrifying.
Mine was like more like the boogeyman or the shadow man or something. And that was freaky. And I couldn't move or anything for like 15 minutes.
Thing about it is that the reason why Freddy Krueger is terrifying is because it happens in your dreams while you're sleeping. He has complete control.
Yep, he does.
I didn't sleep for a long time after I first saw that movie.
Joe, oh my God, Joe, that would be terrifying. That's still terrifying.
Because Elmstreet was a block away, and I knew Freddy was there, and he's coming to get me.
Also, everybody connect with everybody in the chat, especially go watch Jennifer Tochi's Around the Town vlogs. They are a sight to be seen. Sean Blue's got a lot of new content up. Katie's in every stream. I can't keep up with her. She's going so far.
Yeah, I was on Night Watch Zone this past Sunday.
We were all there. I just couldn't keep up with the chat. It was going too fast, but I was there. I wasn't there. I've been if you guys do a stream, I'm there. Whether I'm at work or not.
Well,
no matter who it is.
He's right.
Tomorrow, y'all go over to Wes's channel. He invited me onto his channel tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be there for that too.
What time is that?
And then tomorrow, my friend and I, before that, we're gonna record Star Wars. We're gonna talk about the old ones and the prequels.
What time is your stream with Wes tomorrow?
10, right, Wes? Is it 10
p.m.?
10 p.m.
10 a.m.
What was tomorrow?
10 p.m.
I think I'll be there for the chat. I don't know if I'll definitely be there for like to be on the panel, but I'll definitely be there for the chat. I know that. And then you said there's a Star Wars stream. Like, yo, what's up?
You gonna talk about the Starlock pit?
If you want to pop on with us, Sean, you can. But it's at 8 p.m.
I think I got to go over my mother's tomorrow, so I can definitely be in the chat.
It's going to be pre-recorded, and then I'm just going to upload it to YouTube.
The deal is this: if there's anybody that needs to know Star Wars, Sean Blue is one. Him and Brad, I would say, are the two biggest Trekkies that I know.
I'm Star Wars too. So we're going to talk about, my friend and I, we're going to talk about the old ones and the prequels. Like from the old ones until the ones that are now.
Yeah,
And
the
we might talk about
non-Disney,
those.
the non-Disney shit, the good shit.
Doing one through 6.
We're doing them all.
Oh, you're doing
Wes is
all of
gonna
them.
throw out the link to anybody that wants to be in tomorrow.
Doing the Ewok movies.
What?
You doing the Ewok movies?
Did I watch them?
Are you gonna talk about them? Or
Yeah,
have
we're
you?
gonna talk about all the movies.
Nice.
I don't think she knows. I don't know she's familiar with those, man.
Do
Are you talking?
know it?
Have you heard of the Ewok movies, Kitty?
Yeah,
So-
I have. They're on Disney Plus actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
they
think she
are
did-
now. And the
Didn't you
animated
do like a
show.
review for that?
What?
Didn't you do like a review for that or something, Katie?
No, not the Ewok ones. No,
I could have swore I saw you, or maybe it was like the holiday special or
it
something.
was
I
the
don't know.
holiday special. It's a short on my YouTube,
thank you,
All
Jim.
right.
Thanks for coming, buddy. If you're leaving,
but it's not the real short though.
The holiday special's a hard watch.
It's the one that Disney made or something like that. I think.
They made a holiday special? I know they
Yeah,
made
for
that
Star
there was
Wars.
a Lego holiday Star Wars.
you
holiday
know who likes the
Yeah, it's
Star
the
Wars
Lego
holiday special?
holiday
It's Casey's
Star Wars.
brother.
Yeah, my brother was all about Star Wars. I guess he still is. That's what I just get him some Star Wars stuff every year for Christmas. I'm like, we could go too.
Oh yeah, Wes, I will do that video tonight or tomorrow. The unboxing of the movies you got me here. I'll show you guys. Hold on.
Also, Casey's doing a lot of uploads this week. Make sure to catch up his stuff. Special shout out to Mr. Bones. He is at 600 submarines now. 600
Yeah.
connections.
And shout out to Wes too, man, the Ice Lord.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He definitely. I watched Bones' video today. You sent him some nice stuff today.
Oh yeah, did you guys see I got 1,000 subscribers on my Instagram this week?
Yeah, congratulations to 1,000 connections on the gram, the Teddy Gram.
Nice.
And then now I'm up to 310 on my YouTube now too.
I
Nice.
do want to put this out there that if you guys are looking to connect with people, a couple hints that were told to me was that just to go to streams, comment on people's stuff, only comment on the ones that support you. Try not to be too supportive because there might be some people that may not show the love back, you know, but try to take care of yourself too. Try not to be overbearing.
Congratulations, Bones, on 600. Oh, here are the movies that West. I have to do a video on it, and here either tonight or tomorrow.
Oh, he
But
sent
here are
you
the
movies
movies
too?
Wes sent me. You guys want to see?
Oh,
Thank
okay,
you,
cool.
Wes. This movie, have you guys seen this one?
Nice.
Oh, hell
Kate, love that.
I never seen it.
You're gonna love that
Oh my
movie.
God, you're gonna
You
love
are
that.
gonna love it.
Never seen it. Never heard
I'm
of
coming
it.
over to watch it with you now.
Okay.
Notice the
live the
reactions he
closest.
gets.
You and
Notice the
Casey, I
reactions
think,
he
live the
gets from people.
closest. It chapter 2. So I need the first one.
Nice.
Have you seen the first one though?
Yeah, I've seen the first one.
Okay.
I don't have it, but I've seen it. Insidious. I've
Nice.
seen it. I actually
So-
like this movie, Insidious.
Do you think that one guy in that looks like Darth Maul?
Yeah, he
A
does.
little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I
thought it
get
was him.
I get Darth Maul vibes all the time, dude. But it's still a good movie, regardless.
Yeah, definitely.
And then Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh yeah, that's the 3D one, I think, right?
I don't know.
That's just Texas
I think it
Chainsaw.
is.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. I can't
It's
even
all
keep
good.
up with that franchise.
I can't either. I don't know if I've seen this one or not.
How can we know every single thing? You know, we try to keep up with what we
And
can.
then I've seen this one. This is what's his face?
I haven't seen that one.
Robert
Is that
Pattinson.
What the fuck is that?
Is that a Cronenberg movie?
Let's see.
No. Cosmopolitan? What the hell did that say?
Hold on, let me
Is that Hocus Pocus 84?
It's David something directed it. But it does have like a pretty good cast. Paul Giamatti's in this movie. I've heard of it.
Cosmopolis.
What's
What?
up, Robin
Yeah,
Jennings? Thank you.
It's a David Cronenberg movie. That's a good movie.
Have you
Is
seen it?
Shiny vampire.
I-
though?
I've actually not seen the whole thing, which reminds me I do need to sit down and watch that whole movie. But yeah, I remember liking what I saw on it.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Robin Jennings? Welcome.
It says Eric Packov, a 28-year-old billionaire asset manager, heads out in his tricked-out stretch limo while remotely engaging in his company, a massive fortune on the bet against the Chinese yen. His trip across the city quickly turns into a wild, horrific odyssey as he encounters explosion, city riots, and a parade of unprevented visitors. Having started the day with everything Packer perfectly ordered, doubt-free world is about to implode.
Is
So I
that
don't
Polly
even know
Shore
if
in it
this
by
is
any
a
chance?
horror movie or not.
I think
I
it's
don't
like
know.
a thriller or something. I don't know.
Isn't Polly Shore the lead in that? I'm not for sure.
No, it has Paul Giamatti in it.
Oh, I thought you said Polly Shore. I'm just kidding. I'm sure.
And it has Ty Burrell in it. Sarah Godman.
Yeah, it's labeled as a drama thriller.
Isn't there
But-
some sparkly vampire in it though?
Yeah, it has Robert Pattinson in it.
Yo, besides that movie, he's actually a really good actor, man.
Yeah, he is. So yeah,
I just feel like he's always looking like he's trying to cry or something. Like it. He always looks sad. Like he's like he had a bet. Like someone stole his lunch or something. Like he always looks sad in the movies that he's in.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
So this will probably be a review up next week on this one.
Oh,
Because I haven't
cool.
seen it. Out of all those that I haven't seen this one or this one, so I'll probably.
Yeah, you're gonna love The Gate,
I agree.
Yeah.
and I
The
think
Gate
it's
is
rated
absolutely
PG-13.
It is.
But that's like I think that's Stephen Dorff's first movie. I think he's like 8 years old in that movie.
It is rated PG-13 and it came out in 1986, so the year I was born.
Yeah, and I think it was Stephen Dorff's first movie. I think he was 8 years old in that movie.
Oh, Kissy,
Wow.
so cute. Wow.
And I don't think I've seen this Texas Chainsaw.
I think that came out in 2012. I know I had like a lenticular slipcover and everything for it, but somebody offered me stupid money for it, so I gave it to them.
That's right. Everybody connect. There's links to everybody on our panel
Or
in the stream.
Texas Chainsaw. I don't know if this is
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I don't know if I've seen this one or not.
Also, Dead Michael, I have another announcement. Is creating a stream from a morning stream, like 11 to 1 type stream, like a daytime stream that works better with his schedule. He's going to be calling it the daytime hour, I believe. I think that's maybe that's what he's calling it.
So
He
now I
says,
have like a lot of movies now. Hey Heather, how are you?
earlier Michael said that it's going to be called the Daylight Hour, Saturday,
It's directed
10 to
a sequel
2,
to
Illinois time.
TM74. Oh, okay, Joe. Yeah, I don't think I've seen this Texas Chainsaw, but
Apparently
I'm
they're
sure.
Go ahead, Katie.
Oh, Heather, if you need to hit me up. I hope you're all right.
Hope you're feeling better, Heather. Go ahead, Casey. What were you saying?
Daylight Hour, Saturday, 10 to 2, Illinois time, which I don't know. I'm guessing that's Eastern.
It's 1 hour behind you.
No, it's off by like I think that's off by like an hour and a half to like the Eastern time or something. Because I've been to Chicago before.
Illinois is an hour behind us.
Oh, that's what it is. All right. Because I was in Chicago like back in the 90s, and it was like a 2-hour plane ride to get there from Philadelphia.
Right. Yeah. It's so right now it's 10:56 there in Illinois.
Right.
Because my family's from there. That's the only reason how I know that.
Ooh.
Apparently, they're going to be talking about X and 5 Cream.
I still have to figure out what day what day the witching hour can do it, because I've been closing a lot of Saturdays, so we might just record something and then just
Try
put it
to
up
show
on
some
Saturday.
love if he's out doing his streams. Just stop by and say hello. He's young in the game. He just did his first stream last week for about 15 minutes. So
Yeah.
uh,
All right. Well,
damn,
I'll,
Tatum,
um,
feel better. Let us know if we can help you. By the way, if there's
yeah.
anything we can do here, we'd be happy to.
Heather's always in Night Watch Zone and something Craven, something Scary's channels. So that's how I met her.
Yeah, let us know, Heather.
I'm gonna give you Heather. I'm gonna give you my Instagram. So just hit me up on Instagram.
You know what? I meant to stop by on that last night. If it's a YouTube question, let us know because we've seen a lot.
What you got there, Jennifer? Oh, well, Jason.
Hey, Heather, don't leave YouTube. Heather, if you need to take a break from YouTube, do that. But I wouldn't leave YouTube.
Yeah. Talk to people about it. This is a good community. Talk to us. Take a break if you need to. We're if it's something affecting your mental status or somebody bothering you, yeah, then do what you got to do. But we got a lot of people here, trustworthy, good people here. And this one, I know some people have had some issues with people in other streams, but for the most part,
I try to get along with everybody. Heather, do you have Instagram? I'll see if I can find you on there.
Yeah,
hold on, wait.
Heather. This group is good people.
What'd you say, Tochi?
I said, yeah, Heather, this group is good people.
What is that to the right, to the left of you? Is that a pencil? What is that?
Looks like a pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
A pumpkin. Yes. Oh no, it's an orange.
I'm gonna buy an orange and draw a pumpkin out of it tomorrow when I get groceries.
Yeah.
That damn thing looked like a pumpkin.
And make like a 45-minute video about it.
You know what? And I hope y'all don't make fun of me about this, but because my love of Halloween, dude, I do have Halloween crafts that I'm thinking about putting on the channel. And I don't care if you don't make fun of me.
That would be a good idea.
I actually think that'll help your channel a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you might get some unwanted attention, but I think you're gonna. I don't know. I think once that fall season comes around, you're gonna start being like, "What the fuck?"
That's what I'm gonna be doing in the fall season, doing crafts and stuff. So, Heather.
Hey, Heather, why don't you just? I mean, if it's something related to YouTube, why don't you just let us help you here? If it's something YouTube, we can give insight. You're obviously telling us, and we want to help.
There goes my Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram, or anybody wants to follow me on Instagram, there it is. So that way, I can talk to you, and then if I don't know something, I can reach out to one of them if they would know something.
I like vintage Halloween, and I like retro Halloween. So I bought all these vintage crafts and shit, and why not? I don't get to watch time like I used to. I'm getting old in the game, but maybe me. You know what I seen the other day? Mm-hmm. And Kitty was telling me this is very common. There are streams now where you can just sit there and just put it on, don't talk, just film your wall, and you can get watch time hours that way.
Interesting. Heather, even ask Maverick. I check on Maverick on a daily. You can ask him. He'll tell
That's
you.
so funny that like we're talking about this because I just checked that tube buddy or whatever the hell that
Yeah, I
thing's
have
called,
that.
that buddy tube thing or
Yeah.
something. And apparently I just passed 125,000 views.
Yep.
I'll,
It'll
I'll
tell
see
you that.
it.
Yeah.
It took me 10 years to get that, Sean. So you're doing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it only took me like 3 years to get that. So
Let me see what is. I have Tube Buddy on my phone. Let's see
that's what it is too, buddy.
Tochi likes the Halloween crafts.
Yes, I do.
I'll definitely watch it.
Apparently, I got a milestone of 10,000 views on my channel.
That's
Currently.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
I don't really keep track of.
And I have
how
311
many
people.
views.
You know, I didn't even care about views until Hobbs was like, dude, you get all the views. How do you do it? I'm like, what? And then I'm like looking at the video. I'm like, oh, okay, it's in triple digits. And then I
Heather,
get to
don't-
that. I'm like, now I'm paying
Heather.
attention to views because of Hobbs. Like, you know?
Heather, don't just hang out with us. Don't leave, please. I've actually I haven't told a lot of people this, but the reason why I check on all my friends and everything is because I had a friend who committed suicide 3 years ago, and one of my friends didn't pick up the phone, and so next thing we know, he committed suicide. So trust me, that's why I reach out to my
Everybody give Heather your support right now. And
I do check on you, Bones. What are you talking about?
Heather, we're here for you. You know,
Yeah.
and the thing is that Sean, with your, I think it's your calming nature when you do reviews too. Not reviews, but like updates. Like they're very specific and detailed. People like that shit.
Yeah. I just try to, I don't know. I just try to do shit that like I want to hear, you know? Like it's, I don't know. It's I don't know. It's I talk the way that like I want people to talk, but you know, we're not all on the same page. Everybody's got different personality. So
I try to throw out ideas to you guys, things that I think you guys could do because I'm fans of all of you. I watch all of your stuff, and I am literally everybody in the panel in the chat. I watch all of you guys. Jennifer's been doing some out and abouts that have just been just fantastic lately.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know that that short of snow that I put up? I got like 1,000. I got like 1,000 views on it.
nice.
But shorts don't count. But I just got 1,000 views on it. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I'm about to delete this fucking region free player video because it's my most viewed video and it's got like the most likes, but it's always stupid questions and then questions in Japanese and all this shit. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I should have
Just-
never made this video.
Just disable the comments on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that because I normally don't do that, but I'm glad you just
Yeah,
said that because I
well-
think I'm about to fix that problem.
Out of all of us, Casey's the only one that's monetized out of all of us, actually.
Yeah, I guess so.
You are,
But yeah,
Casey.
sometimes I get a lot of like dumb comments on something, and I'll be like, "No, I'm done. I'm done getting comments on this video. I don't want to
Yeah.
hear it."
Because you have to have 4,000 watch hours in order to be monetized.
That's in a year period though.
Yep, in a year period.
Oh.
Yep.
I think it used to be less.
It used to
think-
be less, but then they changed it to a year.
Yeah,
But
'cause I don't-
everybody is so talented in this group, this panel, this whole group is extremely talented.
What?
You know,
Heather, I don't understand why you're leaving the community. You had a good live stream yesterday, so I don't know, but you have my Instagram if you want to hit me up, though.
And Heather, I've been that way a couple times and I almost left. Because I was having problems with my with people on Instagram leaving me mean messages. But I got help through this chat and also I was having trouble with my home life, and I was kind of trying to the trying to keep up and was having a hard time, and I almost did there too. But keeping it up has actually kept me kind of my kind of normal. You know, it's gotten me through life.
And you know what? You've overcome a lot, Jen. Just like the horror man says, if I left the community every time I've encountered an asshole, I would be leaving every day for the last 12 years.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I remember
Broderick,
when
I
I
just messaged you.
remember when I first started my channel, I think I was maybe around like 400 subscribers, and then my brother passed away.
Joe,
And I just,
Sorry, Sean. Go ahead.
no, it's all right. I took like a small like break. I took like 2 weeks off, but if it wasn't for like being involved in that community, I don't know what I would have done, honestly.
Right. Yeah, just like when I was moving and I took like, I don't know, like a month off, a month and a half, maybe 2, I think it was. Maybe even 3, I don't even remember. And I had all you guys would still support me and stuff like that. And I mean, like, I'd be on Instagram, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just know when like my brother passed away, this community was like the only thing that kept my mind at bay, like in a positive place. Because I noticed like when I wasn't like on YouTube for like those 2 weeks, like I was ready to fuck somebody up, man. I don't know, it just wasn't good until I came back, really.
Let me explain this real quick, Sean. We were there for you, and we always were always there for you, buddy. I totally get that, and not trying to sidestep what happened because that was a very tragic thing. We're happy as hell to have you back. But Heather, a lot of us have been disrespected on live streams. I've been called names before.
Yeah.
It happens, unfortunately. People bully people, you know.
Yeah. I've also had people leave mean comments in my comment section before. I just delete them.
Yeah, it's the best thing to do.
I've had people tell me that I look like the dude Rick Moranis. I mean, to me that's insulting him, not me. No, Sean, we're glad you're back, bro, and everybody's had to take a little bit of time. And Joe's right. He would have trolls and people that would just disrespect him. I've seen people say derogatory statements to pretty much everybody on this panel. You know, it sucks, but that's when you rely on your friends to let you know that those people are full of shit.
That's probably the best way to explain it, because I can already tell you, like, anybody who leaves comments like that, they're not talking like this in real life. They're not going up to people and saying shit to people's faces.
Right.
Yeah.
They're just not. People don't do that shit. People are they're just too afraid of their own shadows to even do that shit. But they can hide behind a computer and do it comfortably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I also think they're jealous when they start bullying you on YouTube or whatever. They're jealous of you because you're successful and they are not.
Yeah.
And if people harass you on a stream, if we're there, we're not going to let it happen. Just a side note. Like if somebody comes in here and talks shit, we don't let it happen ever.
Nope.
So
that's the way I look at it. If people are going to block you, disrespect you, do anything like that, they're not worth your time anyway. Trust me.
Yeah, but they're also not going to go away quietly without us talking to them too.
From a personal experience that happened about people we don't talk about, but I've had it happen.
All right, guys, I'm going to have to get off here.
Sean, it's all good, brother. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, definitely, dude. Every Thursday.
I'll let Hobbs know when I upload the Star Wars video so you can watch it.
All right, that's take your time with it. I'll definitely, I'll definitely get around to that.
Sean.
Well, Sean's connected to you too.
Yeah, he is. But
you mean like if he wants to come on with you or something?
If he wants to, but it's gonna be at like 7:30 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta go over to my mother's tomorrow night, so I can be in the chat. I just can't be on the panel.
Yeah, it's gonna be recorded. That one's gonna be recorded, and then I'll be on Wes's channel at 10 p.m.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to be there for that too. So
Sean's
yeah,
getting close to 900 too, guys. Everybody connect with Sean. He's on his
Have a good night,
way
Sean.
to 850.
Something like that. It'll happen. It'll happen when it happens. But
It's gonna
thank you,
happen
buddy.
this year by Halloween for sure.
Probably might
I
be
agree.
right.
Oh, it will. We'll make it happen.
But thank you guys very much, and yeah, good night to everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for coming out.
Wait.
All right, Sean.
All right. Night, Sean.
Bye.
Take
Why
care,
not,
everyone.
Heather? Why
Heather,
do
you need to leave. You need to leave Craven and Night Watcher streams. What's going on over there?
Yeah.
Even if you do, like, those are just two people. You know, there's plenty of other people on the tube you can hang out with.
What?
Apparently something's
If someone
going on
over
with
there's
the
bothering
Craven.
you, you just stop going over there and hang out over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard that we have all the horror you need.
We got all the weirdos you need, but we're friendly weirdos.
Yeah.
God, Casey, what am I gonna do with you, man?
What?
Boglin.
Boglin.
But no, this group, we're just I don't know. We're like I said, we're like the ECW of the streams. We like to have fun, but and we can be serious too. You know.
Yeah.
I'm not for sure what's going on with the Craven streams or the Night Watch streams, but I
Yeah.
totally understand.
I don't know
I could
either.
be serious for a moment, like Lance Storm.
I don't know what happened either.
Tochi, can you make more around the town vlogs once, and we'll do the same once we all get cars because nobody has an active car in our group right now.
I have a car.
If you're in New York, you don't really need it, right? You can just walk everywhere, right?
She's not in the city.
I'm not in the city. I'm in I'm in the valley.
Yeah, she doesn't even have a Dollar Tree, right?
Can't you take like
No,
a
we have
horse
a
and a
Dollar
buggy
Tree, but
then to
it's
where you
not-
need to go?
Valley girl.
We don't have a lot of food, like fast food chains here. I'm like in the middle between two mountains.
Heather, there's nobody that you can be, nobody in this entire community, I promise you, to be afraid of. And if there is somebody that you're afraid of, let us know.
Hi, Ben.
There's absolutely nobody in this community to fear at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust me, Heather, I had a few months ago, I had some girls Jen and I were part of, and we don't talk to them because they blocked all of us and everything, and it really upset me, but then I got over it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus, like, these are just people on the internet, you know?
Yeah.
If you don't want to deal with them, you don't have to.
Right, exactly.
Just don't.
Like this
Don't
group
give
of
them
people
peace of your
and
mind.
some of the people that I've met in the YouTube community, they actually really help, especially these people on the panel. But like there's a couple other people, there's a handful of people that have been like my friends and stuff like that and everything.
The cheetah knows about the Boglin. It's all about the Boglin, baby.
Boglins.
Hi, Cheetah.
Oh,
Hi, Patrick.
Hi, Cheetah.
I caught some of your gory B interview.
Can we all just take a second to focus on Casey? Looks like he's ready to go to the club. He's always dressed so nice. Dog, man. Hey, while we're here, why not throw out one more time, just for the newbies, in case you haven't seen it.
Goggins. Boglins.
Casey, you made that, right?
Yeah. Or Hobbs made the picture. I just put it on the Batman thing.
Katie, you know the person from one of those two streams.
I know the person. I don't know who you're talking about, though. If I know the person, but I don't know
Just
who you're talking about.
here's the answer. Just don't go back to Craven's streams or don't go back to Night Watch. Hang out with us, respectively, until you know what's going on. You'll be safe here.
Yeah.
Because I was in Craven's stream for like a little bit today, but I was at work and I only saw Night Watch Zone for like a few minutes today because I was
I know
going.
all of them are excellent, good people. I'm sure they can sort this out and figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
If somebody's a creeper, they'll find it out too on their streams and they'll get it fixed.
Yeah. I can message them for you if you need me to, Heather. But
we don't mess around with the creeps.
I don't know what exactly is going on. So.
Oh my God, Casey. Let's take a little bit of a break and watch our video real quick. Let's get everybody out of the. Let's watch some fun stuff real quick. Let's.
Boglins, come out and play. Boglins, come out and play. It's the midnight hour. We got all the horror you need. We got Mr. Bones and a Pumpkin King killing Katie and Queen, but and Chocolate Digi till your ass dizzy as fuck. And don't forget Casey and InterwebKaiju. Fuck with him and you'll be through. Also, we roll with a dead boy named Mike, a bat and a cat and an echo that rings throughout the night. So many more. I'm talking about the Midnight Army. We roll deep, but before I say anything else, I'm gonna drop the mic. Join us from 12 and beyond. We bring that fear. It will make you cower. Shout into the darkness. It's the midnight hour. Boglin Club.
Just a word from our sponsors.
Boglin Club.
I like the new thing. It was really cool.
Yeah.
We're being a new sponsor. Nantucket Nectars is going to be sponsoring Midnight Hour.
What?
Nantucket Nectars. They'll be supplying us with chilled fruit cups, snacks for lunch.
Jen saying join us is cooler.
Nantucket
Hi,
Nectar.
Jason. Welcome.
Boglin.
I broke Mo.
Horrific
hey.
Nightmare JM.
Broke Mo, they won my last contest. Or maybe it was 2 contests ago. Hi. Hello. I was just pleasantly surprised they were here. Sorry.
Broke Mo, welcome. Jen's got a cowlick. Look at that. No, the other side? Okay. Starting to look like Hobbs.
Oh, cool.
Jason.
Jason is informing us that we have a copyright claim.
On what?
I don't know. Boglins!
Heather, it's absolutely correct. The guys over at the Craven stream will definitely take a look at it, figure out what's going on, and get it corrected. And they're all good people over there, just like the Night Watch Zone. They're all good people over there. Whatever's going on, I'm sure it's a misunderstanding, but I'm not here
She's
to be an
messaging
advocate.
me now, so I'll get to the bottom of it.
Yeah. But you can still stay with us and talk about Boglins and movies.
Yeah.
Echo Cero says there was an old man from Nantucket. He sat in a bucket and said, "Fuck it."
You guys got a copyright claim, Jay?
Oh, that
You
was
and Joe did?
Got it.
Huh?
He's saying, no, that's copyright claim.
Oh. Was it just a claim or a strike? Claims aren't
Or
too
what?
big of a deal. I don't know. Something they got going on.
What the hell are we talking about?
The chat.
Jason,
I know. What the hell's a
Jason
copy?
said that him and Joe got a copyright claim on something. I don't know what. They just mentioned it. He said, "Forget about it." Ben
What's the
Grimm wants
most
to know.
underrated ghost movie and also in Candyman and a ghost movie? I would have to go with if underrated. I'd have to go with The Changeling.
I'm gonna go with 13 Ghosts, the remake. I mean, people liked it when it came out, but now no one really cares about it.
I would also like to go with, in addition to that, if I had to go with a ghost film, God,
Baby
the
Ghost.
Adam Green film, The Hotel, The Innkeepers.
I haven't seen that.
What's going on? Everybody all right?
I didn't like Ghost Ship.
Ghost shit.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Wes. I
Wes
like
is
Ghost
talking
Ship, and
about
everybody
Ghost
hates
Ship.
on it.
Haven't seen Ghost Ship.
I'm still thinking.
Jennifer, have you seen The Haunted Casino?
No, I haven't.
It's a full moon movie, and I'm pretty sure someone fucks a ghost.
You're right. It's not Adam Green, Joe. It's Ty West.
Jennifer, where's
I
my
couldn't think of it. I had to
homie
think
Boo
for a
at?
minute. That's what I was talking about. But I was thinking of another movie that Adam Green did too. I was between a Ty West film and an Adam Green film.
Ty West. I don't know who that is.
Ty West.
Mhm.
He did The Innkeepers. He did
I've never seen the
House of the
Innkeepers.
Devil.
Never seen it.
Is Waxwork considered a ghost movie?
I've seen Waxwork. He did X. I haven't seen X yet.
X gonna give it to you.
X
X gonna give it to you. He's gonna make you rock. He's gonna make you roll. X gonna give it to you.
Woo, woo. My Boyfriend's Back. That's very underrated.
You know what? I loved that movie.
Never seen it.
And Ghost, you know.
Can I be honest about something when it comes to the movie Ghost? I laugh when they're making the fucking bowls and stuff. I don't know what it is.
Ghost is a good movie though.
When they're sitting together, I love Pat. You guys know I love Pat Swayze. But when they're sitting there making the bowls and stuff, I crack up. I don't know what it is. It just makes me laugh.
Right.
I think the bowl scene might have a different effect on girls than guys. At times. But maybe that's just my dirty mind.
I think it's because ever since Impractical Jokers, I've seen them do a skit on it, and they're making fun of it. Like, now I can't watch it without laughing.
I refuse to watch that scene. Then, oh my gosh, I didn't know they had that. Impractical Jokers. Making fun of my Patrick.
Oh, I'm
my hair
not.
cowlicks come out now?
No, we just wanted to see you drink the 151.
This is pina colada water.
If you like pina coladas.
Getting caught in the rain. If you're not into yoga, if you have half a
Boggling.
brain. One of the best songs, man.
It's true though, man. Like Poltergeist just didn't hold up for me as well as it did for other people.
Me either.
I like the Poltergeist.
Joe brings up a good question. Jennifer, did you say that was penis a lot of water?
Pina colada. Even though I was thinking that when I was thinking of Patrick Swayze and the bull sing.
Penis a lot of water, alive from the butt.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Gotta tell you, the horror man's got some one-liners tonight, dude. I've been laughing my ass off tonight. All of you in the chat have been on
He's got
point.
some good stuff in him tonight.
Hi.
Hi.
He always does that at the trickiest times, doesn't he, Katie?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. I'm gonna do that to him one night, just to bug him when he's on my stream.
I love everybody in the chat. I have to have.
And we all
What
love
did
you.
Wes say, Cheetah? That's so funny. Let's see. I just did X and now I can't stop dancing. By the way, if you've not checked out Wes's Halloween videos where he's dancing and being silly, they're some of the best on the tube.
Ooh.
Jim, stay hydrated. Jim's got a lot of good stuff out too over on Now It's Dark. Everybody connect with each other. Everybody get in sync and drop a link.
Yeah, I have to do a Wes unboxing video tonight or tomorrow, and then I also have to do thank yous for my Instagram as well. So those will be coming out.
So things are slightly looking on the up and up for me. I will be going back to work full time Monday.
Yay. That'll be good.
This will be a weekend off to just kind of get everything prepped so I can go back to work full time. I had to take a little bit of time because of the bullshit that happens in life, you know.
Hey, Jason. Yeah, everything happens for a reason, I say. But you can only get better from there.
Yeah. Dead last, Jason, for Poltergeist? Let me ask you guys this. Did you guys like the new Poltergeist or the last Poltergeist? The original better?
The
Because
original's
some people hated the new one, but they also hated the old one too.
I don't think I hated it. It's very forgettable.
I only watched part 1. And that clown scares the crap out of me. Bad clown. Bad clown. Don't understand why a kid keeps a clown at the end of his bed when it scares him. Yeah.
Maybe he's
Dash
trying
is
to
spectacular.
get over it.
You know, there are parents out there that would tell kids that if they're afraid of something, just get over it. It's not real. I get the feeling that the dad in that film was that way. You know?
Yeah. He was kind of a dicklick. I mean,
Agreed,
a
Jason.
bad person. No, not a bad person, just not that fun a person. How's that?
A dick lick.
Explain.
He was just so grumpy and.
Thanks for coming, Maverick. You're always welcome,
Hi,
buddy, and
Maverick.
thanks for being understanding and helping out in the chat tonight. Everybody go connect with Maverick. especially if you like the need for speed.
Only if Anthony Edwards is in the movie.
Okay, so true story. I've been watching a lot of baseball lately, and a lot of the guys of the baseball teams are trying to do the goose mustache. But they're all like fit and built and stuff, and they all look like Goose. Hawk, who's Goose's son in the new film, has this mustache. But everybody that has it, like, it looks good on them. So, like, I shaved last night and I tried to do it. I can tell you that the Hawk mustache does not look good on Hobbs.
I think that twisty mustache would look good on you.
I was thinking more like the Raleigh Fingers mustache, you know, the one, the curling one.
Yeah, the one that curls so you can do this and when you're a bad guy, you know.
Like a Dick Dastardly thing.
Yeah.
It takes, for me, if I grow my beard out, it takes a lot to shave it off because it gets really thick, you know. My beard is like my cowlicks. It just goes all over the place. It's like having a cactus on your face, too, as well.
Ouch. I mean, oops.
That's right, Rooster. What the hell was I thinking? Not Hawk, it's Rooster. Yeah, so it's Rooster. That's right. Everybody's doing their Rooster mustache. Thank you, Ben. Rooster.
I used to have a boyfriend with a beard. Ow. Ow. That beard burn hurt like hell.
I did like Poltergeist 3 as well. I did not like 2, but I liked 3. Thanks for staying, Heather.
Have a good night, Maverick. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Joe, I'm going to comment on that, and because I know I've seen it, and I don't think it's unapproachable, but it does give you a little bit of a not that you didn't look badass before, but it does look pretty badass. I like the beard, Joe.
The beard, Joe?
Joe's grown a beard out at this point. It's longer than ZZ Top's. Like, have you ever seen the movie The Santa Claus with Dudley Moore? You know, Santa Claus at the beginning that has that beard that's longer than a driveway? Like, Joe has one of those right now.
What does your wife think about it? Joe? It's hurt like hell.
Sydney Whiplash from the Cheetah. Thanks for staying, Heather. These are all good people. It's obvious she likes it. Some of the most recent pictures, I've seen the two of them. It's like they're necking in every picture. They're like, and then they're playing football in a picture. I'm like, my God, it's getting intense. I looked at a recent photo of Joe playing football with his family. There's about 10 people lined up against each other out in the middle of a yard. I was like, damn, it's serious over there.
Joe? Jealous.
Casey, have you ever grown the beard out long like the rest of the boys? Have you ever tried that? Like, I know you've had the stash a couple times.
I've had a beard, but not very long. It just takes so long to even just grow out a little thing. I don't feel like
Jason calls it the Joe
spending that
Tickler.
much time on it.
So look at Echo. This is he says, I'm not a person, I'm a hamster cosplaying as a human.
That's
I've got one hair right here that grows out. One hair.
That's the Gen Tickler.
Well, when mine grows out, I look like a damn woolly mammoth, so none of you guys got me. I look like Grizzly Adams. That's what I looked like 2 days ago before I shaved it all. Like I was walking out the door and like my beard got stuck in the door and pulled me back in. That's how long it was. That's right, the 2022 Calictacular.
What? I don't like when you put me on the big screen like that. It makes me nervous. Blood hamster. What the heck is blood hamster, Patrick?
How's that look, Hobbs?
Now see, you did that with that side, but the right side is now up.
Yeah.
You look like alfalfa.
It's like something about Mary. No.
You look like alfalfa from Little Rascals.
Echo, what's funny is that I have a friend that has his facial hair, it only grows a certain color in certain spots. So like his is blonde and only one spot, and then brown and then blonde again.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of looks like Big Papa Pump from the WCW. If I grew my hair out that long to where I had to move it to pee, see, it doesn't go straight like Echoes and Bones' does. Like mine is like, how do I put this? It's like it expands and goes like to the sides. It's weird. It's like have you ever seen the anthology? Shit, what is it? Where the dude's hair grows. Robert Goulet, I believe, is in it. Hey, Amanda, welcome.
Hey, Amanda.
Amanda's my neighbor.
You could use product in it. Hairspray and shit. Straight.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Big Pop and get the hookers up. Holler if you at me, John. You're funny.
What?
He said Big Papa Pimp grows. Hold on, wait. John saying Big Papa Pimpin' got the hook up. Holler if you hear me.
That's right. Big Papa Pump was the big bad booty daddy.
He said, Big Papa Pump is your hookup. Holla if you hear me.
That's right. That's right. If you want none, come get some. But you better be bad enough to come get some.
Well,
I've never heard of that, so that's why I said it like that. But y'all know I can't rap anyway.
Look, we were talking about Casey growing his beard out that long, not the Hobbs.
Hobbs, you looked fine last picture I saw of you. You looked fine.
But they're asking me to grow a beard that's 20 feet long, Katie. That's the problem.
What?
Like they want me to make like a hammock out of my beard that I can sleep in.
No, they don't. Who said that?
Look at the chat. They want me to make it longer than my house.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention because somebody keeps messaging me.
You know what? You could do it. You could braid it. Grow it out and braid it.
The new segment, beard for dashing for beard. He's just gonna put the DoorDash orders in his beard and just throw it out to the customers and reel it back in when they take the food.
Yeah.
What up, Wes?
Sure.
Hello.
Hi, Wes.
How's everyone doing this evening?
We're good. How are you?
Doing good, Wes. How are you?
Doing good.
We're talking about making a drawbridge with my beard for people to go over with cars. Like,
yeah.
Sounds like an interesting engineering feat. Difficult to do, but worth it in the end. like the Hoover
As long-
Dam.
As long as people can cross, that's all that matters. I don't, I'm willing
There
to
you
do
go.
it.
There you go.
You know what, Hobbs?
Jen.
I can macrame. So I could macrame your beard and make it into a pretty pot holder.
Jen and Christian are here. Jen's reviews from the grave. Welcome, booze and ghouls. That's right. We're gonna make my beard longer than
Gandalf's.
everybody's saying hello to Wes.
Wes,
Hi,
you're
Hello,
Tyler.
everyone.
Wes, you're
Hello.
amazing.
Oh, shoot. Gee shucks, thank you. Can you guys hear me all right? I get
Yeah.
get a little flack about my headphones. They cause some problems with audio, I guess.
We can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Sounds fine.
Hi, Jen. How are you?
Rock and roll.
Hi, Jen.
How's your night, Wes?
Hello. Oh, it's going well. It's going well. I was enjoying the show there for a while. I was thinking I would just kind of lay back in the chat, but I decided I'd talk a little bit, good people in the chat. A little
You don't
worried
have to
about
go, Heather. You can stay and hang out with us. You're not required to leave.
Awesome.
Yeah. We're
Well, I
we're
appreciate
not
you guys inviting me up.
You're welcome anytime, Wes.
Yeah.
Well, you guys rock. Thank you. It's a
A
rare
lot of
thing
people
where I get welcome.
It's people asking Casey in the chat when if his beard can go longer than a drawbridge as well. I'm getting personal messages asking about Casey's beard.
You know what? You should grow your beard like the Kung Fu master from the TV show Kung Fu, Casey.
Or from Kill Bill, where he's like,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, pie me.
I'm gonna end up looking like the guy from Lord of the Rings. Who's the little Viking? That's what I'm gonna look like when I get my
The
beard
dwarf?
trimmed.
Dwarf,
He's a
Gimli.
He's not a Viking. He's a dwarf.
It's a Viking dwarf. Oh, no, I guess it's just a dwarf.
He's a dwarf.
Yeah. Vikings don't exist in the Hobbit world or the whatever that world is.
No,
Middle
Hobbs,
Earth.
you should grow your beard like Gandalf's beard in Lord of the Rings.
I don't think we have quite the same look.
I'm only kidding with
That would
you.
be pretty cool.
Maybe.
I can't get my beard to grow more than a couple of centimeters. I don't know what it is. It must be some genetic defect. Just this little goatee, it sprouts. That's about it.
And that's all you get from it?
That's all I get, man. I mean, it kind of curls under, but it doesn't like grow down, I was trying to do a Scott Ian from Anthrax type, and do different colors, but it wouldn't work.
I mean, you should have
Like
seen
a
me
Lane
yesterday.
Staley.
I looked like the dad from Teen Wolf yesterday. I mean, it was out of control.
After transformation?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Like somebody walked by and they were like, "You are an animal."
That's awesome. Who else loves Teen Wolf?
I'm obsessed with that
I
movie.
grew up with Teen Wolf.
There's
I'm
also
fucking obsessed with that movie.
There's also
Yes.
a TV show called Teen Wolf, but it's a little different from the movie, though. Have you guys heard of
Yeah,
that?
wasn't there a cartoon? Yeah. I remember there was a cartoon or something.
Everybody's
Wasn't
shouting out to Mr. Bones in the chat. Everybody's saying hi to the Bones.
Hello, Bones. Enjoy them movies, man. And you too,
Hey,
Katie. Enjoy.
I love Pantera. Pat knows I love Pantera, and yes, I could grow out a Vinny beard if I wanted to.
Or a dime bag beard.
Yeah.
Go purple.
Hobbs Howard.
Just like dime.
I think you should go the mohawk and go purple.
Whatever
Oh, I
Phil's
muted
new
myself
band
and I
is.
didn't even notice, and I'm like talking.
I like
What-
his new band. Phil's
Yeah,
new band. I
whatever
think-
whatever they're called. They toured one of the albums for our anniversary, one of the Pantera albums. I think that's
Really?
as close as you're gonna get.
Yeah. Unfortunately. I've been hearing a lot about people getting together to do a Pantera band with Phil at the helm, but it's a lot of talk and no certainty.
His voice is
Yeah.
not what it used to be either.
No, I did see him do a pretty good cover of Ace of Spades the other day with Gary Holt, but you're right. I mean, you scream like that. I can tell you from personal experience, if you scream like that for 30 plus years, you're going to be, your voice is going to go eventually. You're not going to have any highs left. And he lost his highs right after Cowboys from Hell. You know, he couldn't do it. I mean, that's why he had to resort to the low, gravelly voice for vulgar display. But I'm a Pantera freak. Forgive me.
It's okay. I'm fucking hostile as well.
Yes. Right on.
Those low gravelly voices.
Did you put two cowlicks in your hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Wes, thank you for the movies. I appreciate it.
Well, hopefully they come of good use to you. You know, I got to admit, I got a second copy of Cosmopolis, and I was saving that for a giveaway, and I thought it might be, you know, kind of not too crazy like some of the stuff you're not allowed to see. You know, like the off like Faces of Death or Cannibal Holocaust, but it's an all right Cronenberg movie, I guess. Not bad.
Yeah, they don't let me watch certain movies, or if I do, and Hobbs
I
will be
can't
like, "Why
blame
did
you.
you watch that?" Because I watched the house on the left or something like that, and he's like, "Why did you watch that?"
Yeah, certain movies will scar you irreversibly.
Have a good night,
you know?
Jason. Thank you for coming.
Night,
Jason, thank you for coming, brother. We'll talk
Good
tomorrow.
night,
Hope you're
Jason.
well.
Cowabunga.
Yeah, so Hobbs and Bones and all of them won't let me watch certain movies because they don't want me to be scarred or be like, "Why did you make me watch this weird movie?"
Well, see, we had the
Yeah.
same rule for Jen, but when we asked her about them, she's like, "Oh, those I have that in VHS." So it's like we just try to look out for people, you know.
I wish someone was looking out for me because I've watched a lot of movies that I wish I hadn't. Let me tell you.
Hey, Horror Spice.
What up, Vince? Everybody, do me a favor. Connect the Four of Spice in the chat. Our good friends Vince and Becky. They're close to the 300 mark.
Hello. Let's get them.
The thing is, some people can get scarred from movies. You know, it is what it is.
You're kidding. There's movies that have scarred
Just
me.
like I was gonna watch one night, I was talking to Jen and Pat, and I was gonna watch Spit on Your Grave, and they were like, "Don't watch that movie."
No,
Definitely not the sequels.
Yeah, I mean,
They really go
it's
into
gotta-
it.
it's a revenge movie, but I don't know. You probably wouldn't like something like that. I don't think.
Pat's saying, "Watch out for Ouija Shark, Wes."
No, he wants
Oh, yeah.
Wes to watch Ouija Shark.
Hey, I actually liked Ouija Shark.
I'll have to check it out. What the hell, you know? I'm sure it won't scar me too badly. I mean, I've seen.
It's a what's his face movie? It's a Brett Kelly movie.
Okay. Put it on the list, man. Got it.
It's on Tubi.
Oh, Tubi. Okay, well, I got Tubi just to be watching, least watch alongs. Everyone watches Tubi watch alongs. So
It's actually a
what the
Wild
hell?
Eye movie too.
Nice. They're pretty cool. I got to admit, it's really cool that they're studying this stuff. Both you and Hobbs, maybe even other folks. I don't know. I mean, I've never gotten close with like a film distributor like that to where they send me stuff, other than if I buy it and order it.
Yeah, I got blindsided today. I had no idea they were sending me Amityville in Space. I knew they were sending me like 3 of those. They did not tell me they were sending me Amityville in Space.
That's an interesting one. Amityville in Space. Everything goes to space eventually, I guess. Hellraiser.
I mean, you really can't
Friday
talk
the
about the
13th.
DeFeos in space. I mean, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't really add up, but I guess it was a natural progression for the sequels. But
Did you
still
show us
seems
your
a little
movies you
silly.
got from Wes earlier?
What?
I think
Did you show us the movies you got from Wes earlier? Did you do an
Yeah.
unboxing?
I could show you again, but yeah.
Why not?
Okay, hold on.
Freddy never went to space, did he?
Maybe we can get a commentary on why Wes sent those particular films to you.
I think he was just going through his thing and just asking what movies I wanted or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. They
So
weren't
he
like a
gave me
surprise
this
box.
one with Robert Pattinson in it.
Shiny vampire.
I sent that one because I thought you might like Robert Pattinson. And
I like
it's
Robert
a good
Pattinson.
movie. And I own
I
it.
haven't seen this one.
It's worth a Google.
What was that, Wes?
It's worth a Google.
It's a
worth
good
a
one.
watch. It's not bad.
He sent me this one, The Gate. I haven't seen it.
That's just a childhood favorite of mine. You know, I love that movie. Steven Dorff, whoever the guy that plays Terry, the buddy. It's a great film.
What's so wrong with doors?
Insidious. I've seen this one.
No.
I like this movie actually.
Yeah, that's just a staple.
I used to own it actually, but I think I had it on DVD.
Well, now you have it again.
And then It Chapter 2. I just need the first one.
Yeah, sorry, I could only send 2. I only had one extra.
Oh,
Two, so.
it's okay. I've seen both of them. And then Texas Chainsaw. I haven't seen this one either.
A lot of what was I had sent the package to Mr. Bones and what was left over, because he kind of guided me. He was like, you know, Katie's not going to want this, or this, where she's not allowed to watch that. And I said, okay. And I was like, okay, well, I'll set these aside for you, Mr. Bones, and then the rest will go to Katie. And I picked a couple out of there that I didn't think would be appropriate, so I tried to keep it Katie appropriate.
Yeah,
I didn't want to be defensive. Cool. Oh, I know you do. I hope you enjoy it, really.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Cool. Hey, you know, you're starting out a library. You need a little help. You know, every little bit helps. I would suggest getting a horror pack or something, either DVD or Blu-ray. It might be, some of the movies might be up your alley, and you get 4 each month. It really helps build the collection. What do you guys think of that in the panel or the chat?
Wait, you broke up. I didn't hear what you said.
Well, I was suggesting if you want to build up your collection pretty fast, subscribe maybe to Horror Pack. They're a great service. You can get DVDs or Blu-rays for every month, and they probably send some worthwhile titles, stuff that you might like.
Yeah,
and it really adds
when I get some more money, I'll probably do Horror Pack or something like that.
I'll be right back. Hold it down.
Okay.
Is that the one that Al does?
Be right back.
Yeah, Al does
think
Horror
so.
Pack and Wes does Horror Pack.
It's true. Be right back.
It's true.
Yeah.
I've been.
Wes does it too.
Yeah, man, I love horror back. I'm kind of their unofficial. I don't know. I've been doing it ever since like what 2018 or 2017. I started off on number 16, and now I'm at like 72. So I've been kicking out the horror packs like ever since then. So the early videos are not really that special, like I don't admit it, you know, but some of the later ones are all right. You know?
I'm sorry, Bones. That sucks. I was logging in really bad up there, and I couldn't hear no one, so I'm going to be down here. I'm sorry, Bones.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. StreamYard's been weird lately.
Yeah, it has. Always something. And I'm just getting started at StreamYard. I'm just learning it. I can't, you know, I can barely run a show, let alone, you know, come on to StreamYard. You know, both my devices don't work properly with it.
You do know you can always have somebody in the like you could have somebody off screen that knows how to do StreamYard if you wanted to. And then you could just like host the show. They could pop up the comments and whatever you want, and you could have somebody do that. You just have to give them your email, and then once the email, or you give them your email, and then once the code's been sent to your email, you just give them the code, and then they can be in the background.
Oh, okay.
They don't.
Once again,
like they could pop everybody up on the screen, pop you up on the screen, your guest, whoever you want, and then they can control the comments.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I would need that because I left the comments sitting for about an hour and a half on my first live on StreamYard, and it looked really bad, like very unprofessional. But that's me, you know. I'm no polished. I can
always help you out if you ever want me to do something like that, but it just can't be with certain people that you're friends with if they're popped on there.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to spread it around. I wanna get different people on my live show. I was trying to go live Friday nights at 9 Central, but I don't know if I'm stepping on anybody's toes. You know, like I fear that someone's gonna be like, "What's he thinking?" You know, he's crowding in on my time. You know, and I don't want to piss anybody off, but I did want to start a weekly live show, at least weekly. At first, I was like, nightly. I was like, no.
I think you should, Wes. I think you would be good at it. I think you should, right, Jen?
Yeah.
I thought you were doing a Friday show, Wes.
That's it. The Friday show. Yeah, Friday at 9 Central or 10 Eastern. That's what I've only been given about a day's notice, but I don't expect there to be a lot of takers. You know, not a lot of people in the chat, which is okay. You know, it gets too much. It freaks me out. You know, but I like having folks on talking movies, and you know, and it's not about all the same people. You know, I mean,
yeah.
I will.
Patrick in the chat saying you should do Friday show. You should do it.
Right on.
Make it a normal thing. Make it 9 Central, so 10 p.m. our time, Eastern time. And the whole midnight hour will show up. You know that.
That would be cool. That'd be awesome. Yeah. I'd love to have you guys. And it'll go. So far, I've got it at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, Friday nights. And I wasn't sure if I was going to go live again this week, but I was like, screw it. Setting up this live for a Serbian film. I know you're not supposed to see that one, so miss this video, but we're going to do a live stream next Thursday with the one and only MSJ on kind of a tag team review on that movie.
Mm-hmm. Well, we can talk about whatever tomorrow, you know.
Cool.
Whatever you feel like, just let me know.
Right on. Sounds good.
You know
That's
me, I'm
the best
not
way to be. Open forward.
And Patrick's saying the Midnight Society will show up too. The whole thing.
Oh, that's awesome. That'd be I'd love to have you guys.
All of us will show up for you, Wes.
Awesome.
That's what friends do.
Rock and roll, rock and roll. I'm new to this whole the friends thing, you know. I don't really get a lot of friends. I've been alone for years on YouTube with only my subs, you know. And I don't have a lot of friends. I mean, I came across House Channel in 31 Days of Horror. I was like, wait a second, he's doing 31 days, and I started a list of all the different YouTubers doing 31 days, and I think he was in like one of
Hey,
my
Brad,
first lists.
what's up?
Same thing with like Horrific Nightmares, JM, and just all kinds of folks. And I'm discovering new people all the time. So it's a new world to me, really. But it's cool to have you guys, you know, there for me. You guys are really awesome and very supportive, even when I chat. You know, sometimes I talk too much in the chat, so just tell me if I'm talking too much. Just be like, Wes, pipe down.
Wes, I told you earlier you were doing fine. You can comment, chat as much as you want. Ask questions, whatever you want if you're down in the chat.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll always
Right,
be
Casey?
respectful. I'll always be a gentleman.
We like questions, so you guys could ask us any kind of questions you guys want.
Right on. And
Like
same thing on my stream.
like now that's dark. I actually found his channel through here, and then I commented on one of his videos earlier this week or last week, something like that.
Right on.
But I found him through here. Like I've found so many friends through here.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I just go through the chat and I see a new name and I'm like, son. I just, you know, I stay in the live stream and just search out the name, boom, subscribe. I've got a subscription list like you would never believe.
And Patrick's saying you've been supportive to us all, Wes.
Hey, I try to be. I try to get around and be supportive to everybody. You know, you guys are all awesome. It's great to be a part of your community, and you know, in whatever way you'll have me. You know, I'm just glad to be here. You know, I'm just glad to have friends. So you guys are cool. Thank you. It's good to be around.
I'm surprised you're not late night streaming, because I've seen you late night streaming lately, Brad. Casey, you look like you're deep in thought over there or something.
Oh, is Brad doing solo streams now, like little pop-ups?
Yeah,
I know he did the movie stream, I think last Friday, right?
Yeah, I don't remember what day he did that watch along or whatever. It was like around this time or something. I don't remember. Just when you feel like it. Gotcha.
There's something to be said for late night streams. They seem to be somewhat successful. You get quite a bit of takers.
I've noticed late night streams. Late night streams are busy for a lot of people. I've noticed.
Yeah. Cool Duder goes live late at night, like midnight or something. Well, I could be wrong, but it seems pretty popular for him. Not that he's ever messaged me back or anything, but you know, once you get over like 30, 50,000 subscribers, you probably don't message anyone back. Except Drum Dums.
I've seen Cool Duder on some people's streams, and they only have like 2,000 subs. You know, there's people like that we talk to that have had Cool Duder on their streams.
Cool. That's cool. I mean, he is a cool guy. Don't get me wrong. I've just never heard back from him. I've commented a lot, but what are you going to do? He doesn't know.
Yes, Brad, you are popular.
Hey, you guys, welcome to my new DVD video update.
You're
Is that the cool Hobster?
Yeah, that's Hobbs. Hey, Bones, did you watch Last Night in Soho yet? I want to know your thoughts if you watched it yet. I don't know if he watched it. I gave him the digital code to it, so.
Huh?
Last night in Soho, I gave him Bones the digital code to watch it.
Very
So
nice.
ho, so yo ho, check it, double deck it on the corner buck naked.
Oh, I finished Scream 5 the other day. I have to do a video on that too.
Where
Well,
do
you
you
got
rank
all
that
kinds.
in the movies?
Oh, that's like my last pick in the Scream
Same.
franchise. Because my favorite character dies.
Well, no.
I'm not saying who, but my favorite character dies.
Yeah, Jennifer's
I
only
don't
seen
know
the
who.
first one.
What, Last Night in Soho is on HBO Max, yeah, but I have the Blu-ray right here.
Someone was telling me the only Scream you need to see in
What?
order to see 5 Cream. Someone was saying the only Scream you need to see 5 Cream is just the first Scream. That's what I
Yeah.
heard, at least. I don't know where. But, I get myself in trouble some of the stuff I hear on live streams, man. Wow. You got to watch out with the Halloweenettes, all the talk that's going on with that. People get mad at you. You say some hearsay on the stream. Yikes. You know, they give you hell. I've heard some wicked stuff about that movie. They just did a test screening, I guess, but not a lot's been leaked out. So, although
I do want
we
to
can confirm.
point out something I heard the other day. I thought that Nev Campbell was not going to come back in 6, but I hear now that they're renegotiating. Is that what you guys all heard?
Apparently, there's rumors that she's doing renegotiating. And honestly, I'm over it. I'm just gonna see the movie when it comes out. If she's in it, cool. If she's not, whatever. You know. At least it'll have Hayden Panettiere.
Yes.
Kirby.
Very nice.
Kirby.
I haven't heard if Nev's coming back or not. I think it's just a publicity stunt, to be honest with you, just to kind of get everyone riled up. I don't think
The people are already riled up. Some people talk about it every single day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's pretty crazy. I mean,
same thing. I'll see the movie when it comes out. No doubt
Which
about it.
movie?
I'll be there in the theaters, both of them. Scream 6, Halloween Ends. I'll be there in the theaters like within the first week at least.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. I was in a stream the other day
I don't
where
want to hear much about it. You know, when the trailer drops, I'll check out the trailer.
it's true. We were in a stream the other day where people were throwing stuff. People were fighting about it. Like people were throwing bananas and tomatoes at each other, and it's getting out of control. People were just fighting about the ending of the movie, and just like,
Of what, Scream 5?
yeah,
People were putting whipped cream on bologna and slapping each other.
people
in the
were
face
throwing
with it.
chairs at each other and stuff over it. Like it's so debatable right now.
I still have to do that.
You don't have to do it, Katie. You're gonna do it though?
They're making me.
Oh, okay. Wes, there's some ladies that are doing this challenge, which is just putting whipped cream on a bologna and hitting yourself in the face.
No, you have to eat.
You're eating it.
You have to eat the bologna with whipped cream, and then you have to smack the bologna with the whipped cream in your face.
Okay. And you're gonna participate in this?
Huh?
You're participating in this?
Am I what?
What?
You're doing it?
I don't know. They
get
want
Mark
me
to do
to,
it
and
too?
they told me I had to, but I don't know. And they called me out. They called me out a few times.
We can hear you,
But
Tochi.
Huh?
You're back, Tochi. You're good.
Oh, okay.
You
Where's everybody
no.
else?
That is not true. You will not get your ass kicked for me giving you codes, Bones.
We're all
I've
here,
got my
Jennifer.
craft
Can you?
staff for Halloween now.
Yeah, what?
I got pumpkins.
Oh.
He's not gonna
Come
hurt
in
you.
and sit for a spell.
Cal is not gonna hurt you, Bones. I pick whoever I want to give the codes to.
Let's go out for a bite. Yeah. Too spooky. Beware of monster.
Oh, we didn't get to finish the list.
What?
She's coming back.
So, what do you guys think? Should I watch that 5 Cream or whatever? I think I've got to prepare for this live on Saturday. Apparently, I've got to watch 5 Cream or whatever.
I mean, it's my least favorite, but I mean, if you watch the other 4, you might as well watch 5. You know.
Yeah, I've seen them all.
It's not terrible, you know. I've definitely watched a lot of worse movies. I watched Amityville Karen earlier today, and that was worse than 5 Cream.
Amityville Karen sounds worse than Amityville in Space for some reason.
Well, I haven't seen Amityville in Space, so you know, I don't know if I ever will. To be honest, I'll wait for the reviews. I'll see if Hobbs and everyone else likes the movie. And if I hear
now I'm definitely obligated to review it now because it came in the mail today. So
is that
what came in the mail?
When you get it in the mail, you gotta review it.
I did an update earlier. I got an MVD unboxing. MVD sent me some stuff to review.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I haven't watched it yet because I was on my
One of them was Amityville in Space.
Oh, nice. I have the screener to that. I still have to watch it.
You can watch it and make a video on it for Polonia Week. So
Is that a Polonia movie? I didn't even know.
I think so. Isn't it, Hobbs?
It is 100% at Mark Polonia. Diddy.
Oh, y'all want to see this new series that Strange Monkey and I are doing? Strange Monkey and I are doing The Danger Zone, and we're going to do movie reviews. I made that.
What? Oh, it's a film reel in the background?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought maybe it was from a movie. I was going to try to figure out what you were doing. So what is the series? You guys are just going to review a movie together, or?
Yeah, we're going to do a movie together, either a live stream or we're going to do it like recorded. Like one day it will be on his channel, one day it will be on my channel, or something like that.
That's pretty cool.
I did not know that, Brad.
Did you like?
I'm like everybody else. I do want to watch it.
Yeah, I do too. I just haven't got around to watching it.
Yeah, there is an Amityville in the Hood. I haven't seen that one either. And an Amityville Vibrator.
What?
Yeah, pretty sure Joe.
You were not aware of that,
Joe
Katie?
and Jason have videos on it, right? Don't both of them have a video on it?
There's definitely Amityville Vibrator for sure. It's supposedly a really good movie.
Patrick's saying he watched Amityville Death House today. Amityville Death House today.
So
never heard of it.
Amityville toy box sucks.
How many movies are there for Amityville then? Is there a count?
I don't. Unlimited. Brad's saying that Amityville Vibrator was done by the same guy who did Fang Boner. That doesn't sound like a movie I need to see. Fang Boner.
Oh,
That sounds
what?
dirty.
What is the
That's what
name
it
of it?
says. That's what- Hobbs, bring up the Brad's comment so everyone can see it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fang boner. Oh. Where's my pen? You better be telling the truth, Brad.
It's legit because I've seen it. I've seen it at a video store for rental.
What?
I'm not joking. It's not what you think. I seen it
Brad's
at Family Video, and it is called Fang Boner.
But it's
That's the
not
thing,
what I
Wes. You
think.
start being in the community, and you hear all these titles you didn't know existed, and you got to make a list like Jennifer.
You guys use Letterboxd
Fang
me or
boner.
Letterboxd?
It's not dirty like.
I use Letterboxd.
That's what I need to know.
Yeah. Seems to be the weapon of choice these days, Letterboxd.
I mean, Letterboxd is good when the ads aren't running amok. Sometimes the ads are way too much.
I can't even log into this thing. I gave it my email. Now it says your password is not valid. Like, wait a second. I only have one password.
They don't have like a forgot your password or like a reset button somewhere.
They do, but when I press the button, it doesn't send me an email. Or if it does, it sends it to junk. I can't find it. Same thing happened to me on Vinegar Syndrome and Severin. But that's a side point. Personal struggles with
Letterboxd needs help with what, Patrick?
I think Pat's talking about the ads too, especially on mobile. Sometimes like the ad will be on all sides, so you can't even like read what's on screen.
Not good.
I think I have 10 different passwords.
I mean, even if you keep alternating passwords, for whatever reason, you'll still forget or you'll miss a character or something and you'll get locked out. Like I have 20 Xbox games I can't play for the same reason.
Some passwords, I used to have the same password for everything, but then the sites made it so you had to do special things, like you gotta have a dash. So I was like, okay, I'll just put a dash in all my passwords. But some sites you need a special character, but the dashes aren't recognized as special characters.
Right.
An upper class at the slate letter.
And they say you're not supposed to write them down, but then they got password keepers and all that. So what else are you gonna do but write it down or put it in a password keeper? That could just as easily get hacked. But I don't know. Thankfully, StreamYard recognizes me still.
Oh.
So, what movie are you guys watching next? What's next in the queue for all of you guys and gals?
What's the next movie I'm gonna watch?
Yeah.
The Full Monty.
All right. That's a good answer.
Still got that Barge People from Dollar Tree. I'll probably watch that tomorrow.
What's that? What are you watching?
The Barge People. They're kind of
Barge
like here, I'll just go get the thing. They're kind of like
All right.
fishermen or something.
Okay.
They're kind of like Creature of the Black Lagoon, humanoids from the deep type thing.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, the cover looks cool, but I hear the movie's just okay. But you know what? I'll give it a shot. I have it, so I might as well watch it.
Might as well.
You guys ready?
Ready.
What is that?
It's the barge people.
Never heard of it.
I wanted more out of that movie. I liked it, but there were some parts of it that were just kind of like. You might like it. I don't know.
Meet Dick! You find another chick who has the same STD as you, and then you two just bang that shit out. What happens? You become immune to it. Now, meet Susie. They're a couple of sluts. They're gonna find out that being a fang boner is no walk in the park.
Honey, is that you? Mommy, are you getting into my stuff again?
I think it's really hot when I'm fucking a girl and her pussy makes the sounds like the face huggers from Aliens.
Wow.
From the people responsible for Chubbies comes a new movie about life, love, and boners.
But I don't want to be a crotch sucker.
Rated PG-13, I think. I don't know. There's a lot of dicks in it. Some vagina. Yeah, maybe it's rated X. I'm not sure. Just go see it.
That didn't look too bad. There was a cool decapitation scene with like a splurting blood fountain. That
Is
was
that
like
a
a
trailer?
good fun. I think
Yeah.
that was the whole trailer.
That looks like a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, the trailer alone was better than some movies I've watched.
Yeah. They really know how to max out their.
You're welcome, folks. You're welcome, folks.
Thank you. No,
Thank you,
that's
Bob.
very good.
I really did it for Casey because Casey's ordering it right now.
I'm not.
Oh,
No, I don't. Maybe if it's streaming somewhere. Probably
I've
not.
never seen that. Whatever that video is, I've never seen that.
what's
Now
it called?
Katie's thinking about never talking to us again.
I don't even know what that's about.
About fang
I would
bone.
still talk to y'all. What are you talking about?
Wow, man. That was a trip. It looks like a lot of fun, though. I gotta admit. Who's the director on that?
I didn't get that far with it. Who directed Fang Boner? Anybody in the chat? Was it David Duchovny?
I got the IMDb up. Shit, they like changed up IMDb. It's all weird now. Nathan Rumler.
Huh. He's a new guy, huh? Or at least new to me.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all that's coming up when I click his name. So maybe it's
I've
a
seen
pseudonym.
films like that. You know, like I've seen some underground or amateur films that are just like that. And it brings me back. I love going to horror conventions and getting all kinds of off-the-wall stuff. That's just me.
Brett Kelly. What about Brett Kelly? He made that movie?
Nah, Patrick's just making a joke.
Oh.
Those effects were too good.
That was pretty great.
It was a Scorsese film.
Yeah, that.
I knew it. I knew it.
I heard his next one was going to be experimental. New cast, new actors, you know.
Jen really liked that review or that clip. She wants to rewatch it.
I need to put Brad's review on my watch later. I don't think it's gonna come up. Oh no, it did.
What?
I didn't know if it was gonna come up
I
in
think it'll come up.
the search engine, or the YouTube search. Sometimes it like automatically filters out some words, so it's hard to find them through search. But it came up.
The boner always comes up.
Jen surprises me sometimes at what she says.
That was slick.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of Brett Kelly movies. I like some of his movies.
Brett Kelly, wasn't he the lead singer of Poison?
No.
You're thinking Bret Michaels, aren't you?
Yeah, I was gonna say Bret Michaels.
Yeah. With that beautiful hair.
But he looks weird now.
Does he? Yeah. Where did Vince Neil?
He can't sound
he's
weird.
been on reality shows and stuff.
I can't read the comments. My eyesight's so bad.
What?
I can see like a blur of the screen, and I can't read any of the comments. I'm just like,
That's my fault. I put them up and then pull them like an idiot for some reason.
No, it's my eyesight, man. I'm virtually blind in my left eye.
This is our 82nd stream, 82 weeks straight. You think I would have learned at least something? And I'm still pulling him.
It's fine.
Patrick, did you really like Ouija Shark? Because you make fun of it an awful lot.
What? I don't think Patrick likes Ouija Shark.
He's saying I like Ouija Shark. He just wrote it.
Yeah, well,
I don't think he really liked it.
I believe him. He likes some movies that I don't think he would like, but he does. But I don't think Ouija Shark is one of them. There are lots of people that do like Ouija Shark, though. You said you like it, right, Katie?
What?
You like Ouija Shark?
Yeah, I liked Ouija Shark.
So what's the story? Is it about like somebody that conjures up a shark using a Ouija board?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with Ouija Shark at all. The movie is tight.
I believe it. I mean, I like a crazy movie.
Have you seen Ouija Shark, Wes?
No, I just heard about it now. Well, in their stream from Patrick.
I have a review on my channel of Ouija Shark.
Oh yeah, I'll have to check it out. Just maybe, I don't know. I like to go in knowing as little as possible, just so that way.
Do you want me to show you a picture of the Ouija Shark?
Sure. I'll try to see it. Ooh. That's a freaky
CGI.
We have a bat in the chat. We have a bat in the chat. Alucard's in the chat, everybody.
Yeah, and he's saying there should be an Amityville Ouija.
It had to happen. It was a inevitable collaboration. Happy
Ouija. Just don't watch Ouija Corn. That movie is stupid. Don't watch that.
Ouija Corn.
What is Ouija Corn?
That sounds too scary for me.
What the fuck is Ouija Corn?
It's on or Shark Corn or whatever it's called. It's on TV.
Sharks of the Corn? I already watched that, unfortunately. Amityville Karen was better than Sharks of the Corn.
No matter what Casey does, it doesn't matter where he's at in life, whatever stream he goes into, even 30 years down the road, he's going to get reminded that he watched Sharks of the Corn. matter what he does.
True story. I watched it, and then I was like, well, I don't need to keep this movie. So I was like, I put on my Facebook, anyone want this movie? And a friend of mine did. So I sent it to her, and she has not talked to me since. So I don't know if there's a correlation or not.
I watched it.
Did you
It was
like
on
it?
Tubi, and I was like, oh, I put in shark movies, and I was like, okay, that looks good.
It was too long, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Too long.
And it was stupid. I didn't like it. It was stupid.
The same thing happened to me. I've sent people movies as well, and they stopped
What?
talking to me.
You should have known it was going to be stupid. It's called Sharks of the Corn.
The problem
I'd
is
rather
that
watch Noah
Casey.
Shark than that.
The problem is Casey paid $50 for it when it came out, and
I think it was 30 something. You know, for that one movie, it was $30 plus shipping.
That's like
That's why I think I'm like more hard on it because I spent money on it. You know, it's on Tubi now, so if I watch it on Tubi, I probably wouldn't hate it as much. You know, when the sharks, I like the parts when the sharks were in the corn, which happens to be like 5% of the movie. So
is it a Halloween-based movie, or was it just?
Sharks were in the cornfield.
I don't remember it being.
But was it like
Halloween
candy corn, or was it just like out in the fucking woods, like
out on like a farm?
Hobbs is on Tubi if you want to torture yourself.
It's on Tubi.
We got a lot of corn out here in Indiana, and I've never seen a shark in the corn, but I wouldn't put it past it. You know what I mean? It's possible there are land sharks. We have stuff coming up out of Lake Michigan all the time, you know. Could be basking shark, corn shark.
Why don't we just come up with some weird movie and give it to Tubi so that way they can make a film.
We are working. We've already been talking about that. We're going to make a movie in October. It's called The Human Pumpkin Seed.
I like where you're
What
going
kind
with
of
this.
seed are we speaking of?
Ouija nuts? Where the fuck did that come from?
Where do you see Ouija nuts?
Is that what you said, Jen? Did she say Ouija nuts?
No, she said
don't know
what
what
type
she
of.
said.
What type of seed? Because there's so many kinds of seeds.
Oh, I thought she said Ouija nuts, which actually sounds like an intriguing Wild Eye film as well.
Good night, Brad.
Good night, Brad.
Night, Brad.
Good.
Thank you, Brad, for showing me that movie, suggesting that movie.
Ouija nuts. The follow-up to Sharks of the
Ouija.
I got
Northern oysters.
The Ouija Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yeah.
I tried those.
Were they good?
No. I didn't like it. It was too chewy.
They taste wonderful grilled.
Are we talking about the same type of Rocky Mountain oysters?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Can you explain which ones you had? Because I don't know that Tochi had the
I
same
had
ones. that
fried
you-
ones.
I'm speaking of bull testicles.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
got those too.
Is that what you're referring to, Katie?
Yes. Yes.
Jesus.
My cousin
go-
gave them to me at a fair. She's like, try this. This is a staple. And they were fried ball testicles.
So it was just a regular fair. It wasn't the testicle festival.
No, it was a regular county fair.
The testicle festival. Oh,
Hold it down, though, man. God, I miss it.
And then they came with this like red spicy sauce or something.
yeah, something got to cover that that taste. I'd imagine it's got to be kind of nasty. I mean, damn.
Actually, the taste isn't that nasty. It's just chewy. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
This is the reason why I belong back in high school still. I'm immature and I need to stop.
And if you paid twice as much for the oysters, they'd let you cut them off yourself.
I don't know how much she paid for it. She paid for it. I didn't pay for it. She paid for it. I don't know how much she paid for it.
Did they let you know what they were before you ate them?
What?
Or was it? Did they let you know what they were?
She's like, here, try this. And she just put it in my mouth. I didn't know what it was.
Oh, my.
Good night.
She's like, here, try this. And she just put it up to my face. And she's like, just try this.
Wow.
Moving on.
You know what movie I watched for the first time the other day? We did a on Night Watch and we did a watch party, and I got to watch what was the name of the movie? That movie with a whole bunch of cats in it. Stephen King movie.
Sleepwalkers.
Oh my God, Jim.
Yeah.
Fucking hysterical. Jim, you just won the internet.
Sleepwalkers. That's what I watched. It was pretty good.
Some really weird CGI in that one, though, huh?
Yeah. But it came out in 1986, so there wasn't much CGI then.
True. Very true.
I couldn't figure out what the dude was like at first before I found out what kind of like creature he was. He was an ugly looking creature, but I couldn't figure out if he was like a werewolf or like a vampire or what it was. It was some kind of like alien thing, but I couldn't figure out what kind of creature it was.
Yeah. There are some weird creatures in that film.
Mm-hmm.
I like when he puts the pencil through the cop's ear. That was pretty legendary.
Yeah. I like the cat. The cat saved the day.
Right. I've got a question for the panel and for the chat. And I might get in trouble for this, but have you all seen or heard of the Greasy Strangler?
No.
That's the Tutti Frutti Disco Cutie movie?
Right, that's in there.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, there's people that love that movie. I still haven't seen it.
It gets a
I
lot
hear
of
good
hate
things
too.
about it.
If you like a good laugh.
Joe said it's a must watch. Yeah.
And Al saying, damn that movie.
I've heard people really just despise it too. Like, I mean, I personally thought it was hilarious, but I mean, I've heard a lot of hatred come out for that film.
What's the one that you watch, Casey? The Oily Strangler?
Oh, the Oily Maniac. That was okay.
Have you heard about that one, Wes? The Oily Maniac?
Yes, I heard about it on Shrouded Hands channel. It's like about the Ring Maniac. It's like a Filipino, like black magician that covers himself in oil and goes out and attacks women. And, like,
no, I don't.
Yeah, that's the Oily Maniac.
No, he kills the people who are raping the women.
The Oily Maniac does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I've only heard of the Orang Maniac. You gotta check out Shrouded Hands channel. He has a whole video about the Orang Maniac, and there's a movie called The Oily Maniac, in which there is an oily man that apparently it started in the 50s out in the Philippines. I kid you not.
What's the channel? Shrouded what?
Shrouded Hand.
Interesting.
And one of his more recent videos is the Oily Man, and it's apparently it originated in anywhere from Sri Lanka to the Philippines, and it's an ongoing phenomenon. Some people think that it's the military trying to oppress the people. Some people think that it's just black magicians that have covered themselves in oil to try and escape the grasp of angry fathers and boyfriends.
Yeah. Definitely have to
But I,
watch this video.
yeah, it's worth it. It's definitely a weird video. I mean, he cites a lot of the movies that is based on in there.
But yeah, the Oily Maniac, I think it's a Shaw Brothers film. But like this guy gets killed by this gang, but then like somehow the oil keeps him alive, and then he's able to like kind of become liquidy oil to like move faster. And he just goes and kills the bad guys. He's kind of like a vigilante type thing. I don't know.
Well,
It's weird.
It sounds cool. Sounds like something I'd watch.
Yeah, it's not terrible. You know, I wouldn't say it's great. It's all right.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of marginal that I watch anyway. Like, it doesn't have to be a 5-star affair for me to watch it.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I wasted my time.
Oh, that's good.
I'm glad I watched the movie. Sometimes I finish a movie and I'm like, wow, I would have rather just laid in bed and stared at the wall for 2 hours.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
All the time.
Have you guys seen the new Thor movie yet?
No.
I have not.
I want to see it.
Is it worth it? Or you have to know. I don't know why I'm asking. Is it worth it? I never even seen it. Damn, I'm off my game tonight.
I don't know.
Brian saw it and he says he's a strong man. And he's a good man. And he fights for the rights of others. And that's all he'd tell me about the movie.
That's all the Thor movies, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I want to see it, though, just because I've seen all the other Thor movies.
Yeah, I like the last one, Ragnarok. That was pretty good.
Ragnarok's my favorite one of the MCU.
Of all the MCU?
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
I've seen it. It's pretty good. I agree.
I should probably do a ranking of all the MCUs. But there's just too many.
There's so many. Especially if you include all the shows.
Plus all the shows. You have to do all the shows and all the movies.
You guys all should do ranking videos. They're nice. They help round your channel out. People like to watch ranking videos.
That's a good point. They do attract a lot of views from what I see, and I just can't narrow my list down, man. Like if I were to do a top 10, slashers or top 5 horror movies of all time, I would.
You like Deadpool? I like Deadpool too.
My favorite.
You like a top 5 or a top 10 or something? Wes, I agree with you.
I would just have a hard time putting the list together.
Echo.
I was gonna tell him we need him to do the top 10 Asylum movies because no one else has
He's saying
watched
he'll
10
never do
Asylum
a ranking
movies.
video. Nope, it's not real, Casey. Al's saying.
No, he says it is real. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. Because it's probably going to be expensive, especially if they got... I don't know. I was going to say especially if they got Zach Wilde, but the Black Label shows aren't too expensive.
Zach Wilde.
He is so good, and he is so good with Ozzy. It's like perfect pairing.
Yep. He almost sounds like Ozzy when he sings.
What was that?
He almost sounds like Ozzy when he sings too. Like it's Stillborn, that song. I don't know. He just has an Ozzy tone to his voice. It's not a bad thing.
Wait, Stillborn is Ozzy. I think it features Ozzy.
Well, I'm talking about the parts where Zach's
Oh
clearly
yeah.
singing. Like, yeah, I know he's in the background. He does like some wailing, and honestly, that is. But still, Zach, even I don't know if you guys remember Machine Gun Man. What was it? Pride and Glory. Any old school Zach Wild fans in the house? It was what he did. It was his solo project like after Osmosis, I think. It was just kind of a country western metal band, and the lead track that they released off his album was Machine Gun Man. It was pretty awesome. Am I showing myself as an old man? Probably.
Are you guys into kaiju films?
Nah, fuck that shit.
Oh no. I know you and I are, but like Wes, are you into kaiju films? Katie, are you into kaiju films?
Me like 50s, 60s era Godzilla.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones that I'll watch. I missed out on getting the Criterion or their box set the other day. But I hear there's some.
Sale?
Yeah, I went out to the one in our like nearby town, and I saw it there. I was tempted to get it, but I only had so much to spend, and I needed to get Pink Flamingos and Shaft. It was.
Well,
it was
dragged into wanting to see them.
what do you mean?
I've grown an appreciation for the kaiju movies.
Yeah, me too. Especially recently, since everybody was saying you should watch them, and I didn't know much about them. I really appreciate them. Yeah.
I think they're cool. I mean, I always respect the older Godzilla movies, and Mothra and all the other.
They are a form of horror. They're definitely a form of horror.
Well, if you say they're horror, there is one with Matthew Broderick.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's in the one with Yeah, who's that guy?
Jack Black.
John Renault or whatever. Not Jack Black.
I can't quite
Jack
remember,
Powell?
but I know what you mean.
But yeah, he was in one.
Yeah. And he says he doesn't do horror.
I mean, it's not a very scary movie, but it's got some horror elements in a couple parts. Definitely the setup.
Yeah. If you're sitting in the front row, it's scary.
There's a very cool scene on a fishing pier.
Nice.
Here's the things I didn't know about kaiju movies. Like, I didn't know they came with some of the humoric parts, like the be funny yet entertaining at the same time. Like the first one I watched was the old Godzilla versus King Kong. And I'll be honest with you, some of that was boring to me. And I was like, the rest of these, I hope they're not like this. Not that it was bad, but now that I've been watching them, because the boys got me into them, I'm like, damn, these are fantastic.
Sure. Well, I'm gonna have to check into it.
Hey.
I can't even hear you guys. My internet went out. So that's why I popped off real fast.
Oh no.
Can you hear us now?
But I was gonna say good night, but now I can't even hear you guys, so I'll be in the chat. I'll tell you in the chat.
Good night, Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Katie, are you there? Katie? Katie, are you okay? Are you okay, Katie? Katie, are you okay? Are you okay, Katie?
You've been hit by
smooth. But yeah, I mean,
Do you want me? Katie, do you need me?
I have more of appreciation for them now. Not that I didn't before. I just didn't know. I'll be honest with you. I only thought there was like 3, but since I've met these guys, there's like 200 of them out there.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's hard to keep up with. It's a whole other world, and you start collecting that. Wow, you got a long road ahead of you.
I do. It's kind of like Mortal Kombat's Underworld. All these battles I got to look forward to, right? Like, it's like I'm walking into the underworld watching all these fights from the kaijus, like
right?
triple threat matches and Mothra versus Godzilla versus like fucking King Ghidorah, the series 2, like all these different like monsters.
It's all stop motion, isn't it? Or no, I guess it's guys in suits, right?
Yeah, most
Are
of
they
it's
claymation
but
or are they
they
stop
have
motion?
they have some stop motions, especially like if you count the like the Ray Harryhausen's, the big monsters.
Sure.
So a lot of people put those in there, yeah, and those are
Yeah.
good. those are all very good.
Yeah.
Are they claymation or are they just animation or what are they exactly? Are they
Which one?
made
The
of
stop
foam? What are the
motion,
monsters made of?
they're usually like a metal skeleton frame with like a mold on them.
Like, do they use recycled pop cans? Like, what do they use? Like,
Who knows?
I'm just
I guess it
kidding.
depends
I
on
don't
the
know.
budget. Brett
And
Kelly used
then,
a freaking a monkey costume from the Halloween store. So
and then I found out that there's independent kaiju films. I had no idea that there's independent kaiju films.
yeah, most of them are not very good. You know, if we're gonna do like a effects heavy movie, you kind of need a little bit of a budget for effects.
Yeah. Well, you gotta appreciate that they gave it their best shot. You know, tried to make something at the very least. It's a place and a time. You know, it's a part of history. If that's what you're into, right on. You know, I can't believe.
I still think the best claymation movie though is Clash of the Titans, the original.
Yeah, Clash of the Titans is solid. I prefer Jason and
Oh,
the
yeah.
Argonauts.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen Jason and the Argonauts, but I have seen Clash of the Titans. Used to watch that as a kid. Loved that film. Cali Boss scared the shit out of me. Pardon my language, but I don't know. There was something about that guy.
We don't care about cussing in this stream. Doesn't bother us.
All right. Well, I'm in the right place.
Have you watched a lot of Casey? Have you watched any or most or any of Casey's videos, Wes?
I've only gotten started on them. I'm working on them, but I've seen a couple.
Dude, he's got some playlists that'll have you rolling. Like,
right?
He does really good reviews, and he points out a lot of the stuff that you might not see, and some of it's hysterical. Like if you could see a specific scene that's funny, or his reviews are really good.
Awesome.
And he always rates Casey. I appreciate the fact that he always rates at the end 4 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, that's
Casey's
always a good thing.
Really good review. That's why he's almost 2 million views.
Wow.
I am not up to 2 million views. Don't listen to him.
We got a good subscriber count.
Almost 1 million. But it says I'm at 902,000.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I'll take
it. Damn good. It's damn good. It's not even like.
That's better than damn good. That's hot damn good. I mean.
Yeah.
I've been screaming for the last 5 years, and I got 320 subscribers, man. I feel the oppressive black cloud of YouTube coming down on me.
See, you put out good. put out
Oh,
stuff. You put out really good stuff. You should be rolling in the subscriptions too. So you hang around the community, keep doing what you're doing. You'll be right back in the swing of things. Now, Jennifer's closing in at some accomplishments. She's almost to 300 connections.
awesome.
She's at about 20,000 views. Everybody comes for the town pump. Everybody comes at the town pump. I mean, comes to the town pump.
I heard she
All
literally
right.
found the town pump the other day.
She did.
That's amazing.
If you request to see anything in her town of Butte, Montana, she will find a way to get it filmed for you.
All right. Very cool.
So what do you think, guys? You gonna go for a little while longer, or how are you guys feeling? Are you tired? How are you feeling?
I'm
Tochi, are you good for a little
out
while? Are you good?
2.
What's that?
I'm probably out at 2, because then that'll be 4
Yeah.
hours.
Let's go to 2 o'clock and we'll call it a night, folks.
There you go.
Is that
Okay.
cool with you guys?
Cool.
Cool with me.
All right. Since it's almost 2, what would you guys like to promote on your channels while we're here? I'm good. You guys go ahead. What do you got coming up?
Well, tomorrow I got a live stream going at 9 p.m. Central Time. Just messing around, just having people on, having some fun. Hopefully having people on. It might just be me. But, stop on over to the Ice Lord and see what happens. You never know.
Well, you're having Katie on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's coming. At least
Yeah.
that's the plan.
Yeah, we'll be there. We'll show
Right
up.
on. I'll send you guys links if you want to come up. I'm happy to have you. I mean, the more the merrier. We can continue our discussion from tonight, man.
Casey, what do you got? You said you got 5 videos this week coming up?
No. That was this week. I was kind of like Wes, because last week he was like, "All right, guys, I'm taking a break," and then he's like 3 days later, he's like, "Oh man, made a new video." Yeah, because like 2 weeks ago, I was like, "Man, I'm gonna take a break," and then the next week, I'm like, "Shit, I made 4 videos."
It's true.
But yeah, this week I just got one on so far I just got one on the Jabberwocky, the Terry Gilliam movie. That's all I got.
Cool, buddy.
Monty Python.
Yeah.
Tochi, what do you got going on this week?
Well, I made a video tonight for Dollar Tree Theater, and then I'll just go on with my weekly schedule.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get into the Berkeley Pit still.
Push it down.
They're waiting a long time to open it because there's been a lot of rain.
Let us know. We'll take a tour bus down there. We'll all jump in the pit with you.
Okay.
Apparently, there's this pit in Butte, Montana, where you get drunk and you jump into it, and it's gravel.
Whoa.
Wait, it's gravel? What?
Tell us about the pit, Jen, real quick. What is it? Is it?
It's a big, huge pit of mining waste that keeps filling up. Birds live in it and die.
Whoa.
And
It's where they filmed the Oily Maniac at.
That's what they use for the steps in Nightmare on Elm Street. They just step in this goop.
That's right.
And you can go on a stand and look down into the pit.
So birds die in it, but they let people jump in, or do people hop the fence and jump in?
No, people don't really hop the pits. They would die. When
you
I
have a
bought this
t-shirt that
damn
says you
house,
survived
I
the
made
pit?
sure that it was above the pit. So when it finally goes over, I will be
I plan on
able
coming up here and doing a can
to
opener
go
into it or something.
Yeah, we're gonna open up the triple Lindy, and the crowd's gonna go wild.
All right, guys. Well, I tell you what, we are at 2:00. Everybody, thanks for coming. Enjoy your evening. Peace
Thanks
out.
for having me. Peace out.
Good night, folks. Onward.
Bye.
Toodles.
Toodles.